Okay, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Wait, wait. Alright, time to start the live stream. Anyway, hello there, Managata. Welcome back to the live stream. If anyone's watching, nobody's watching this live stream anyway. So, you know what today is? Today is another episode of CSI, Emily. God damn it. You know, if you think about it, CSI Emily does rhyme with CSI Miami for some reason. Oh god, I miss that show though. I mean, I grew up during the CSI era, so I mean, my favorite CSI series is Miami because Horatio. I always like how he does his intro. Yeah, oh, all those cutaway lines. Anyway,
in adventuring, as in business,
so
you always have to seize
I'm
the
not
opportunity
gonna
while it's there.
pull for Emily because I don't think I need her for now. Because I'm not a big fan of burning mechanics, but you know, I might change my mind. Maybe, who knows? But then again, I am saving my my Primo gems for Natlan, so
Can I play banker next
I think
time?
this is a smart idea for me to do, is just save my remaining Primo gems for Natlan, because I think this is a much more practical decision. I mean, I don't think I need Emilie though. I mean, it may depend on her story quest, you know, if I like her a lot. You know, you never know. Alright, so let me do some final adjustments. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my usual audio test to make sure everything running properly, because you never know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, everything should be fine. Everything should be a-okay, I think. Should it? Alright, alright. Anyway. Okay, I think all the layout. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. It's all in public, everything's on live, and we are good to go. We are fucking good to go. Let's go. Let's go, Paimon, for another grand adventure of something. Oh no. Oh no, wait. We're supposed to unlock the quest, right? Shit, I forgot to unlock the quest. Hang on. We should unlock this first. There we go. Emily. Hello there, Emily. Miss Emily. It's time to start CSI Emily, guys. It's time to start CSI Emily. Okay, where are we supposed to go? We're supposed to be in Fontaine. Or somewhere else. I have no idea. Wait, quest. Wait, how to trigger this? No, not this one. No, this is the summer event. Get quest. Ah, there we go. So, oh, all the way there. Okay, so we're gonna go to Port Ormos. Port Almost. Almost. Almond. Oh boy, can't wait for nothing. Can't wait to. I can't wait to be the very best, like no one ever was. Dun, 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 dun. To catch them is my real test. To trade them is my cause. Pokemon, gotta catch them is. I forgot the rest of the lyrics. I'm not sure I'm good at singing though. I'm sorry for my bad singing voice, because I'm not a trained singer. What do you expect? Anyway, oh no. Let's see. Top knot floral depth. Oh no, is she on depth? Oh, Tanari! Tanari! My favorite
I
boy.
told him to spray it with water
Tanari.
to retain moisture before applying the film.
Still reciting the Pokemon XY. Oh my god, why? Oh boy, it's been a long time I didn't play Pokemon XY though. Jesus Christ, it's been a long time. Pokemon XY is 3DS, right? Jesus Christ, that was so long ago. Jesus Christ, Pokemon X and Y was so long ago. I still remember that when I used to own a 3DS.
You can't treat a glaze lily like a cactus. If
Jeez.
Sanjay does this again,
Anyway,
the loss
the
will
version
have
of
to come out
Pokemon
his
X and
food
Y that I
expenses.
choose is Pokemon Y because Yavatel
I'll
is
go talk
cool,
to him.
and also
At this rate, he
he
won't even be able
that
to
legendary
afford eating
Pokemon
cacti
is
for much
symbolism of
longer.
death. Yeah, fuck it.
Hey, Tainari.
That's why I picked
Oh,
Pokemon Y because
it's
that
you two.
Pokemon symbolizes
been a
death
while.
because it's cool
What
and it's
brings
very
you to
metal.
Port Ormos?
That's the most metal Pokemon you can get. Okay. You know how rare it is to get a Pokemon that is associated with death. I mean, yes, ghost Pokemon associated with death, but not as you know as deadly as Yavatel. He looks cool. Cooler than Lugia. I mean, I like Lugia though. One of my favorite legendary Pokemons.
Well, Port Ormos
Yes, I
is
choose
currently
silver.
organizing
Okay, I
a
choose
flower
Pokemon
exhibition
Silver.
featuring flowers and plants from all over Teyvat. So I came to help out.
Did
The
you
exhibition
watch,
includes flowers from every corner of the world,
Yunli
each with their
trailer?
own
Yeah, I
unique
did watch
properties
Yunli
and
trailer.
needs.
I mean,
With that in
obviously I
mind,
did watch.
the curator commissioned a
RFP
flower
Shushang.
pot from
RFP.
Kasharawar capable of retaining heat
Shushang.
and moisture.
Always got
Even
always
so,
got a bad day.
An expert is still
Oh, Shushang.
required to develop
I
tailored
like how Yunli
transportation
is
and care
being
plans for
treated like
each
a
type
cat.
of flower.
And now Yunli
know
and
expert is you, right?
Yangqing are basically
Not this time,
Marchi's
no.
parents now.
I'm just here to help out.
I mean, let's be
the
fair
expert
here.
in charge is someone else.
Yunli and Yangqing is
Tainari,
basically
Sanjay,
Marchi's new
he,
parents,
He confused the poisonous bulbs with
and they're
garlic
about to
shoots,
getting a
and he ate
divorce.
them.
Never mind. Forget about what I said about the food expenses. Apologies, traveler, Paimon. Looks like I've got something to take care of.
Ah,
I'll
yes,
be back in
Tanari needs
just a
to
moment.
save someone. Poor Tanari.
Tainari's busy no matter where he is, huh?
Oh, I love Tanari. He's the best doctor. And not that doctor in Liyue. Fuck that doctor in Liyue, okay? Somebody needs to take care of Chichi way better than him. And that will be me. Because Chichi refused to come home. And I got C6D look. And it's not funny. Oh no. Too many people are careless about what they eat. Kinda true.
Yeah, seems like it. Hey, don't look at Paimon like that. Paimon is super careful about what she eats.
I call bullshit.
Well, looks like Tainari might be busy for a while. Let's take a look
I am
around the port
surprised
in
the amount of
meantime.
food that she eats. She didn't grow any taller. You know, I am surprised. Usually modern food, because how accessible nutritious food I mean modern food, right? Modern food. Considering how accessible for us to get nutritious food in this era, kind of like, how to say this? Basically, the food that we always eat kind of like make us a bit more bigger than people who eat food in the past. Because, I mean, let's face it. If you time travel, okay, if you time travel back to the past, to the ancient days, you'll be surprised how small people are. You'll be surprised how small people are because they don't have proper access to nutrition. I mean, they got nutrition, but not like our nutrition. Our nutrition is a bit
Look
OP.
at these
Too
flowers.
OP. To the point where like we're practically giants compared to the ancient people. Oh no, bless you, Paimon.
Huh?
Oh no, it's Emilie. Oh no, Paimon is sick. Oh shit. What should I do? It's just a cold traveler. Oh no, Paimon is dying! Please, someone save her! I'm not dying, it's just a cold. Please, she's dying! Oh no, I have no idea what to do! Ah, where's a veterinarian? Then we need one. Wait, what? Why you need a veterinarian? I mean, who else gonna cure you? Cure your illness? It gotta be a vet. I mean, why vet? And vet is an animal doctor? Yes. Am I an animal to you? I mean, you're technically fish, so yeah. God damn it, traveler. You feeling okay?
Paimon's, fine. She's just got a
Oh no.
little...
Oh no, Paimon is dying. God damn it, Paimon, do not die on me now! Who else is gonna talk for me? God
and
damn it.
Cecilia's? No wonder.
It's getting worse. Why?
Maybe you're sick.
But, I was fine just a moment ago. She didn't even eat anything weird.
Oh no, poor Paimon, I need to save her
A
now!
moment of your time, you two. If it's not too much trouble.
You know the
perhaps you
camera
could try
angle
the
is very
incense.
weird here. Very weird! Pointing at a very weird angle. Yes, very weird. Yes, we know what you're trying to do, Mr. Cameraman. I know what you're trying to do, okay? Okay. But then again, Navia is much more better.
Incense? Oh, the scent is so nice. Wait!
You can talk normally now.
Whoa, that was fast. Paimon doesn't have to sneeze anymore.
Must be the incense. Thank you. Thank you for saving my pet, Paimon. I'm not your pet. I mean what? You're my little sister? Oh my fucking god, we have a little sister. Shit. Oh well, it's fine then. The only thing left is to find you a big sister now. God damn it. Oh no.
Think nothing of it. From your attire, I imagine you two aren't from Sumeru either.
No, I'm from space, and this girl is from the sea. So basically, she's a fish. A flying fish. God damn it, Traveler, I'm not a flying fish. And if you came from space, that means you're an alien. That's right. I'm an alien. I'm a very blonde alien. Fuck you, Traveler. Love you too.
Seeing as we're both travelers from
A year of
abroad,
no
it's
Chi-Chi.
only
Yes, a
right
year
that we
no
help each
Chi-Chi.
other out should the occasion arise.
Actually, it's more than a year though. It's basically it's going to be 4 years. Okay, it's going to be 4 years, and I still have no Chi-Chi. How is that possible? How is it that possible that 4 years I have no fucking Chi-Chi? How is that fucking possible? I do not understand. At this point, the rarest Pokemon in this game is gotta be Chi-Chi at this point. Because, let's face it, I got a C6D look. Okay? I got a C6D look before I get a single Chi-Chi. I did make a joke that I will get C6D look before I get Chi-Chi, and that joke become a reality because Hoyo really hates me. Motherfucker. Why? Why, Hoyo? Why? Why? Why you do this to me? Just give me a Chi-Chi, for love of God. I think there's a conspiracy here, okay? I think there's a conspiracy. I think Hoyo intentionally do not give me Chi-Chi because they really want me to keep playing this game. Because once I get Chi-Chi, they think I might I might stop playing this game. Oh no, I'm not gonna stop playing this game because I'm gonna raise Chi-Chi like hell. Still though, why you refuse to give me Chi-Chi? Come on. Come on, I got her best friend. What more do you want?
Oh, so you're here for the flower exhibition too?
I suppose that's accurate. Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Emilie, a perfumer from Fontaine.
That's right, a perfumer from
Thank
Fontaine.
you so much for your help just now. Oh,
And also,
this
she's from
traveler,
the
right?
CSI something.
I've heard a lot about you from the
Yo,
steamboat.
no,
It's
stay
nice
with
to finally
the
put a
no
face to the name.
curse. Oh no. You know, I'll be fucking surprised. When we reach the end game of Genshin. Okay, when we reach Kanria. Okay, you know what? I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised when we reach Kanria. Okay, when we reach Kanria, I might get a Chi-Chi. You know, I will not be surprised when Kanria update drops, which is going to be 2 years from now, more or less. Yeah, I won't be surprised that only in 2 years, basically 4, 5, 6 years. It took me 6 years to get Chi-Chi. I won't be so fucking surprised. Oh no. Although I didn't expect to run into you in Sumeru.
What happened
Then
back there?
we gonna
Why
farm
the
Stellar
Paimon's
Jades
freezing all of a
for the
sudden?
collab.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Have you ever heard of hay fever?
Oh no. Fate. But the problem is, what kind of collab they're gonna do? But I'm gonna assume it's an actual full collab with gameplay mechanics and actual story. But then again, who's gonna be on the banner? That's the thing. Who's gonna be on the banner? But then again, I will safe assume the Fate Stay Night and Star Rail collab. I'm pretty damn sure the first banner is gonna be Saber. Okay, I will be pissed if it's not Saber. I will be fucking pissed. I mean, who else gonna be the first banner? It's gotta be Saber. I mean, it's bloody Saber. King Arthur. Artoria. Yes, Artoria. Although I prefer her son instead, Mordred. Because I like Mordred. Because reasons. Because both of us have daddy issues. That's right though. Mordred and I are the same. We have daddy issues. Although except Mordred is you know, kind of went to 0 to 100 and just tried to kill her own dad, but end up getting killed by Artoria instead. I mean, the dad killed her instead, so. But then again, I think she pretty much. Wait, if I remember correctly, I think both of them end up dying, right? I mean, King Arthur did end up dying in the end of the day, so yeah. Oh boy. I think so.
To put it simply, when inhaled, certain pollens can trigger abnormal physical reactions.
But Paimon has seen these kinds of flowers before and nothing weird happened then.
Yeah. Why now? Why suddenly she developed allergies?
Well, we're all different. The factors that can trigger a reaction to certain stimuli vary by person. In
Still though,
isolation,
I'm just
the effects
hoping,
of certain
right? I'm just
pollens may
hoping
seem
the
minimal,
Star Rail
but inhaling
and
various types at once can trigger a more
Fate
overt
collab.
reaction.
I'm
But
hoping that
There's no need to worry.
they're gonna
Pollen
put
allergies can
Ilia
be
in the
effectively
game.
mitigated
No, I do
with
not
the use of
expect
medication.
Ilia to be playable.
Oh, well, that's
All I
good.
want is Clara and Ilia interact with each other, and then Savrog
Traveler,
and Berserker try
Lana,
to kill each other.
there you are.
That's I want to see. I want
Is
Savrog and
everything all right?
Berserker fight each
I
other.
left in such a hurry.
And
I
while
forgot to
Ilya
warn
and
you about all
Clara
the
go
pollen in
around,
the air.
you know, being good friends, and maybe go around Balabog, you know, that kind of shenanigans. Yes, I just really want to see Savrog and Berserker fight. I just want to see that. That would be fucking funny. And then Bronya was like looking at the window, seeing Sovrok and Berserker destroying Balobog just because they're trying to kill each other, and she's just there like sipping tea with all the stress. Yeah. And she's just like, I just repaired that road. God damn it. Anyway. Yeah, Paimon was not having a good time, but Emily helped us out.
Emily? Ah, what a coincidence. Looks like my worry was misplaced then. The Traveler and Paimon are in good hands.
It was nothing, really. We happened to run into each other shortly after my arrival, and I offered them a bit of help, that's all. I'm more curious as to why you thought the Traveler and Paimon were in danger. Allergies are highly unpredictable. If you were concerned the pollen might trigger a reaction...
Yeah, allergies can be
that must
unpredictable.
mean
You never know what kind of
something
allergies you're gonna
similar
get.
has happened in the past.
Although to be fair though, most Asian do most Asian, right? 90%. Most of them are allergic to milk because historically our ancestors do not have that kind of concept of drinking milk from animals. It's more of a Western thing. So it's not surprising like you will get to see a lot of Asians to be lactose intolerant. Basically, they're kind of allergic to milk. That's why they have hard time eating cheese and drinking milk. Although most Asian countries do have a solution to this, is by introducing milk earlier on the Asian kids before when they're growing up. So when I was in like primary school or all that kind of stuff, we will always get free milk, almost like every single week. Like I think twice a week we get free milk. It can be any flavor. It can be chocolate, strawberries, or just normal milk. We have to drink it because it's the only way to to get rid of lactose intolerance. Just to build up that bacteria in our gut, so that the bacteria can help us to drink more milk. And that's why I rarely get let's just say stomachache from drinking milk. Very rarely. Thank you, government, giving me free milk. Anyway. Something like that. Yeah.
Remember the first time we met?
A cutscene.
You fainted after inhaling Spirit Borneal.
Ah, yes. That day that I almost died. That was an allergic reaction. But Paimon was the victim this time.
The Spirit Borneal didn't affect Paimon at all, and now she's the one suffering. It makes no sense.
That's right. Nothing makes sense here.
It's not really something you can make sense out of, Paimon. There are all kinds of allergies out there, caused by a variety of different factors. Some people are even allergic to almonds. It's not something you can generalize.
Killed,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I even encountered a case in Fontaine
R.I.P.
where someone
Mr.
had an
White.
allergic reaction
You
to
were a
soba
good
noodles
house.
their family brought back from Inazuma.
And
Whoa.
that Maxwell lady is basically a mom. She's basically a mom. All the machines are her kids. I don't know why I call her the Maxwell lady, because she does share the same vibe with Maxwell in Nikkei for some fucking reason. I don't know, maybe the design look a bit similar, or both of them are kind of like engineers, scientists, whatever. But that lady, that Maxwell lady, kind of act a bit like Raiko in FGO, except not so berserker, but then again, the Raiko vibe is there. Yeah. Are you a doctor, Emily?
In a manner of speaking, although you could say the patients I deal with are rather unusual.
Yes, they're rather unusual. What do you mean? Well, most of them are dead. What? Yeah, most of my patients are dead. They're dead. Yes. You're a doctor for the dead people. Yes. So basically, Hu Tao. That's right. Basically, Hu Tao.
In addition to medicine, Emilie is also very knowledgeable about botany. She's taught me a lot about the native flora around Fontaine.
I mean, to be fair though,
And that's where my expertise
as
ends,
a
I'm afraid.
perfumer,
When it comes to
you
breath of
should
knowledge,
know about
Tainari
those
certainly comes out on top.
flora stuff.
A flower expert? Oh, Paimon's got it! You must be the expert Tainari mentioned, the one in charge of the exhibition!
Wrong again, I'm afraid.
Well,
Really?
I did come for the exhibition, but only to inquire about the Auguste variety. I'm not involved in any official capacity.
Oh, Paimon was sure she got it right this time!
The Auguste variety. What's that? Can we eat it? Traveler, do you really want to try something that you do not know? Yeah.
It's a kind of flower that was once popular in Fontaine. The perfume made from it also bears the same name, Auguste.
Auguste.
Auguste,
Okay,
huh?
Auguste.
That's not a name you hear often nowadays.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird name.
In ancient language,
Sounds a
the
bit
word
Roman.
is said to mean sacred or noble. It's sometimes used as a name for people as well.
Oh yes, Caesar Augustus something something.
Ah, that reminds me. Are you familiar with a historical event in Fontaine known as Perfume Mania?
What the fuck is that? Not really.
Perfume Mania was an event that occurred in Fontaine nearly 20 years ago. It all started when several merchants released their own lines of high-end, expensive perfumes, marketing them as must-have luxury products, the
I
very
see.
symbol of elegance itself. No one anticipated the absolute frenzy this would create on the market, causing the price of perfumes to skyrocket.
So basically, is this gonna be similar to that one event? What's it called? That one event, like the earlier days of the stock market. I think it was in Dutch. The tulip, the tulip shenanigans, if I'm not wrong. Like for some reason, tulips. Stock market went up, and then suddenly crashed. If I remember correctly, I think it was tulip something. I don't really remember.
The demand was twofold. What some saw as a status symbol, most saw as a money-making opportunity. You could take advantage of the soaring price by hoarding them and reselling at even higher margins.
Oh, it is similar to the tulip. The tulip thingy, the tulip stock market thingy. I keep forgetting the name. Is it the same as Tulip Mania? Is it called Tulip Mania? I forgot though. I really forgot.
The value of these products became so inflated, regular bottles of perfume were even going for hundreds of thousands of mora. This resulted in countless disputes and scams. But at the end of the day, perfume is just perfume.
And
The
then stock market
value
crash.
greatly exceeded the intrinsic worth of the product, creating an economic bubble that was never going to last.
Why suddenly
Luckily, the
we're
Palais
entering
Romain
economic
recognized the
studies
danger
here?
in
God damn
intervening
it.
Before the craze could truly spread. Many profiteers and scammers were thrown in jail as a result. In the end, only a few wealthy families were affected when the bubble popped.
That's good. It really could have been a lot worse. Probably.
What does all this have to do with that Auguste you mentioned earlier?
Yeah,
Well,
what's got to do
During
with
the
Auguste?
craze, the most popular perfume was none other than Auguste. The demand far exceeded the supply, to the point where it once sold for 10 million mora a bottle.
10 million?
Jesus Christ! 10 million! I could buy an empire with that! Anyway, Tanari, yeah, how much for one night? Wait, what? How much for one night? What the fuck, traveler? No, I'm just asking. I'm a doctor, traveler. I know. Oh no. Calm down, Paimon.
After the mania ended, most perfumes returned to a normal price. Auguste was the only exception. Its namesake, the flower used to create it, went extinct. As a result, no new bottles of Auguste have been made, and the value of the perfume remains exceedingly high.
So basically, the supply is so low to the point where it becomes extinct. Ah, makes sense. The flower went extinct.
Indeed. The Auguste flower was not a natural variety, you see. It was specially cultivated for use in perfume making. When the bubble popped, all the flower beds used for its cultivation were destroyed in a fire. The variety has never been seen since.
Ooh, that's sad.
Did you say you came to the exhibition to look for it?
Ah, yes. I came to investigate a certain rumor that the Auguste flower has reappeared in Sumeru.
So it still
It's causing
exists.
quite the stir in the Fontaine perfume market.
Traveler, we should help Emilie look for it.
It's just a rumor, Paimon.
I have to agree. Emilie wrote me to ask if I could look into the rumor, but the forest rangers haven't received any reports of new plant species recently.
Even if I can locate the flower, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed, Paimon. I don't have any grand Mora-making endeavors planned.
Oh, come on!
Divine, noble, one of a kind. All beautiful sentiments, to be sure, but to me, they overshadow the very essence of the product. When it comes to perfume, I want people to forget the price and the prestige and focus on the beauty of the fragrance itself.
Basically,
Noble.
wow, so noble. Are you sure you truly felt that? No, I'm just here to make money. Ah, makes sense.
Of course, there's also a more practical reason. In recent years, low-grade counterfeit versions of Auguste have been popping up on the Fontaine perfume market. Every so often, someone will claim to have recreated the unique scent of Auguste, and the rumor mill will start comparing the counterfeits to my own work.
Okay, that's more like the reason Paimon had in mind.
Okay.
Ever since that rumor started, 3 new perfumes claiming to be made from the Auguste flower have appeared on the market. If I can dispel the fanaticism surrounding Auguste, even just by proving the rumor to be false, Fontaine's perfume market can finally start to get back to normal. Then I'll be free from all the stories and added meaning and just focus on making what I like.
That's right. I need to
That makes sense.
prove my innocence or something like that. Either way, we could still help you out, even though we won't get a single cent out of this. I mean, to be fair, I am rich as fuck, so yeah.
Oh, I would of course be grateful for your help, but I wouldn't want to trouble you.
Lady, I'm here
said it
to
yourself.
create my
We're both
harem,
travelers
so
from
I'm gonna
abroad,
help
so
you like it or
it's
not.
only right
So
that
that
we help each other out.
That's right. It's only right we help each other out so that you become part of my harem. Wait, what? No, nothing. Nothing.
Ha! I suppose you're right. Then you have my thanks.
Based on the information I have so far, it's unclear if the rumor is true. Mr. Edgar also thinks it's too early to say, but you could always go talk to him. He was there all those years ago, after all. Maybe he'll know something.
Huh, I was just about to pay him a visit at the hotel.
Edgar? Who's that?
Who's the fuck is Edgar?
The person you've been trying to guess this whole time. The flower expert in charge of the exhibition. He's also the most respected and experienced perfumer in the area. Back when he was still working in Fontaine, Auguste was his creation.
Wait, what?
I should also
Really?
mention, he was my teacher, the one who taught me the basics
I
of
see.
perfumery when I apprenticed
So he
in
created the
Sumeru.
flower. No, I mean, it's
So
not
this guy
surprising
was a
somebody
famous
can create
perfumer
a new
in
species though.
Fontaine,
I
but
mean,
then he came to
crossbreeding
Sumeru
and all.
to teach people from Fontaine? It sounds confusing.
It's a long story. If you're interested, we can talk more about it when we see him. He should be staying near the hotel.
Okay, where's the hotel? Oh, the hotel's there. Okay. Wait, is that a hotel? I didn't realize that place is a hotel though. I've been playing this game for a while. I didn't realize this place is a hotel. I mean, it doesn't look like very hotel. I mean, I guess it looks bigger than an inn, but okay.
Oh, look at all the flowers!
Flora will be
Apparently,
jealous.
The exhibitor paid a large sum to rent out the hotel and surrounding buildings. They're being used as temporary storage facilities and lodging for exhibition personnel.
Seems a bit excessive.
Yeah, what if guests come early? They won't have anywhere to stay. Also, renting out this big of a hotel, how are they gonna make that Mora back?
Seems like they might have Mora to burn. So I guess they're rich as fuck.
It's been so long, I almost didn't recognize you, Edgar.
Well, you and your brother haven't changed a bit.
Oh, yeah, all this catching up is nice and all, but let's get down to business. We need to talk about Kyria. Is he...
Hold on, we have guests.
It's nice to see you again, Master.
Emilie? Is that you? Oh, it's been years. Look at you. You're all grown up.
That's right, you're all
I've
grown
heard you've
up.
become
When
quite the famous
the last time I
perfumer in
remember,
Fontaine.
you're still very,
It would
very
seem
small.
The student has surpassed the master.
Oh, well, it's all thanks to your mentorship.
Ah, hardly. I taught you the basics. Hearing you call me master, well, I'm not sure I'm deserving of that title. I've taught many students here in Sumeru over the years, but I've yet to see one turn out quite as accomplished as you. You're the only one who can take credit for that success. And who are these two? I don't recall you mentioning them in your letter.
Ah, they're my new friends, the Traveler and Paimon.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Edgar. Right.
Emilie's friend. Well then, the pleasure is all mine.
And these two gentlemen? Are they friends of yours, Master?
Of course, we're perfume merchants from Fontaine.
Really now? Are you sure?
And this here is my younger brother, Blaze. Edgar and the two of us are old friends. Isn't that right, gentlemen?
Isn't that right, gentlemen? We are all friends,
yes.
right? Yes, we are all friends. Fucking hell.
Merchant brothers?
Okay.
You must be here to look for the August flower then.
Huh?
Well, what respectable perfume merchant hasn't heard of a goose? Anyone in the business would be interested in the rumors.
I'm guessing
Yeah, to
you're
be
here
fair,
for the
he
same
does.
reason, Emilie. We were just about to get into it, so you three might as well join in. I commissioned a few eremites to do some scouting for me. They searched all over Sumeru, but there were no sightings of the August flower. That being said, there are people in Port Ormos who claim to have smelled a unique fragrance on the streets.
Really?
Definitely floral, but still distinct.
How they can
Some
tell
of
if
them
it's
were merchants who
floral?
lived in Fontaine
I mean,
20
I
years
guess you
ago.
could tell.
According to them, the fragrance smelled exactly like the August they remember from back then.
Really? That long?
A
Huh.
one-of-a-kind, divine, and noble scent.
Really? That's how you describe the
Maybe someone
scent?
around here just happens
I
to
gotta
have
assume
a
it's
bottle
very
of
nice
August
then.
from
I
back
gotta assume
then.
the flower smells very, very nice.
No, I don't think so. I doubt that's the case. Even if someone had a bottle that was never opened, the fragrance of the perfume would have changed over time. Very few perfumes can go decades without a change in scent. Auguste
guess
is even
it's
more
true.
prone to that kind of shift.
Oh yeah, if I
Only
remember
a few bottles
correctly,
still
there is
exist
a
in Fontaine, and
valuable
their scent would have
fragrance
completely
in the
degraded by now.
perfume market. If I'm not wrong, that
Although,
from
we're in accord
Whirlpool,
with the same
if
base
I'm not wrong.
notes.
Yes. For
Impossible.
some reason, Whirlpool
If Auguste were that
fetch a
easy
high
to
price in
replicate,
the
it would never
perfume
have
market
sold for
because
such a
of
high price all those
its,
years ago.
special scent.
The Auguste flower is back.
For some reason, I don't know
It
why.
has to
It just
be.
is.
Technically speaking, the scent wouldn't be impossible to imitate.
Well, let's table that question for now. Edgar, did any of those people mention where the scent was coming from?
No. By the time they realized they had smelled something, the scent was already gone. If I hadn't asked about it, they probably wouldn't have given the experience a second thought. Compared to things we see and hear, smells can be much easier to overlook.
It almost sounds like someone wearing the Auguste fragrance passed them on the street.
Wait, are you saying...
Just thinking out loud.
Go,
Don't
go,
pay me
go,
any
go
mind.
sing. I pull a D-loop.
We don't have much to
Wait,
go
what?
off of right now, but we can't rule out that possibility.
Go sing. I pull
I'll
a
send
D-loop.
some more people to investigate.
Oh, you mean you want me to sing
You
the
traveled so far
the
to be
I
here.
pull a
Why
chi
don't you
chi,
rest
but
in the hotel
instead of
for a
D-loop.
bit? Oud, Blaze, this is
Oh,
the key
no.
to your room.
I pull a D-look. I pull a D-look. I forgot the lyrics actually. I don't remember the rhyme.
My apologies. All the
I
rooms in the
don't- I do
hotel
not- I
are
do not
accounted
remember.
for,
Wait,
I'm afraid.
let me.
Most are being used for
I
storage
think I
ahead
can.
of the exhibition, you see.
I hope it's not copyright though. Is it copyrighted? I pull a chi-chi. Let's see here. Oh god, ads. Please get the fuck out, ads. I just want to hear the song. Oh shit, that song is 2 years ago. Jesus Christ, is that long? Oh my fucking god. Bula chi chi. Okay. I pull a D-look. I pull a D-look. I pull a D-look. I'm not feeling very good. Okay, you know what? That's the best thing I can do, okay? I tried singing. It's not easy. It's not easy.
I managed to tidy up one of the rooms for these two at the last minute, but by the time Emily wrote to me, there was no more space left for her to stay.
Look.
Oh, and we just showed up out of the
Oh
blue.
well, whatever.
Guess that means there's definitely no
fine.
space for us.
I don't know if I want to raise D-Look or not, even
I
though
should
he is
have
my
been more
strongest
considerate.
5-star character
Here I am with
in
an
my
entire
inventory.
hotel at my disposal
But
and
then
no place to
again,
offer you to stay,
Jeez.
even after you made
I'd
the
rather
trip
have
all
a
the way to
C6
Sumeru.
Kuching than a D-Look.
Don't worry, Master.
But
I
no,
can sleep on the boat
it has to be
tonight,
D-Look.
or I could even camp in the
Why
wild.
not give me C6
It would give you
Kuching?
the opportunity
Might
to
as well
collect some
just give me
plant
C6
specimens while I'm near
Kuching.
Sumeru.
Yeah. I'm familiar with the Sumeru wilderness.
Ah, even better. Although, would it be possible for me to leave some of my luggage here? It would be rather cumbersome to take it camping. It shouldn't take up too much space.
Well, about that.
Yeah. It seems like Edgar and the others don't want anyone staying near the hotel, but they're also trying not to arouse suspicion. I'm not just imagining things, am I?
Of course, no trouble at all. My brother and I will keep an eye on them for you, as long as you don't mind, mademoiselle.
All right then. Oud, why don't you take Emily inside and find a suitable place for her luggage? I'll prepare some refreshments and join you in a bit.
Anyway, let's go inside the hotel and see how nice her room is. Oh god. I mean, so far Emily is okay. I mean, her personality is not that. I mean, it's kind of okay. Yeah, she's kind of okay. But then again, it's kind of sad that she's placed between. Yeah, it's.
Whoa, the smell of flowers is so strong. Didn't Edgar say he tidied up around here?
Exactly, she
There's
placed
still
in the
so
wrong
many
moment, considering
flowers.
Netland's coming soon next month.
Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers. Looks like this exhibition is gonna be huge.
Do all the perfumers have houses filled with flowers?
No, that's a florist thing.
Ah, yes.
We work closely with the essential oils of various plants. But to maintain a
Are you
sharp
sure you
sense
just
of
plants?
smell,
I'm pretty sure
most
you deal
perfumers
with
prefer
other
to
than
keep their homes
plants
free of
as
strong
well.
odors.
I mean, that's a good reason why whale
Guess there's
poop
just too much
is
to
very
store for the
expensive
exhibition, then.
because of the fragrance for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. Is whale poop smells nice to the point where perfumers pay high price for it? I don't know. What's behind this door?
Oh, this room seems to be a connected suite, and my brother will be staying on the other side of the suite. Blaze, while you're out, why don't you bring our luggage over as well?
Are you listening?
Dun, 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 dun. Of course.
All right, then. Where can we find your luggage, mademoiselle? Blaze
on.
will go fetch it for you.
It's still at the port. In addition to some daily necessities, there's also a case of amber wine that I brought back from Fontaine. Could I trouble you to bring that back as well? It would be the perfect way to repay you for your hospitality.
Hang on.
How generous. I should thank you on my brother's behalf. You've stumbled upon his weakness. He's aloof about most things, but alcohol is his one true love.
That's right.
Is that so?
Drink.
Mr. Ood, Mr. Blaze, thanks for...
Hey! What are you doing?
What the
That's
fuck
Master's
happening?
voice.
Oh no. Oh no, is he going to die? Oh god, seriously, we just met him and he's already dead. Okay, this should help. Sorry about that. I was doing something. Alright, let's go. Oh wait. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? It's the internet stabilized again. Okay, now the internet stabilized. Alright, quick. Let's go see what's going on.
Master!
Oh no. What happened?
Hey, Edgar, are you all right? Can you hear me?
Who did this?
Kyria.
Oh no! Mr. Edgar!
Kyria.
Hey,
Kyria!
Edgar!
Oh no, he's dead?
No, don't shake him. He's injured. Just leave him to me. You two can...
We'll investigate the scene. And we'll try to see where the culprit went.
Oh, thank you.
Don't worry. That asshole will die by my hands. Let's see. Check the ball.
That strange smell around here. Is it coming from this bottle?
Yeah. I guess. Only a small amount of liquid is left inside the ball, and a streak of residue can be seen on both mouth and the sides of the vessel. It seems like someone forcibly poured out whatever was inside the ball. Okay. I have a feeling.
Oh, really? You think so?
Probably. Yeah. Okay, let's talk to this guy.
I checked. It doesn't look like anyone passed through here.
Oh, but that's impossible. It's not like that kid can just grow some wings and fly away.
That kid.
Oh, the culprit, I mean. It's not like the culprit could have just disappeared into thin air.
How do you know he's a kid? I guess that's a very sus thing, but okay. Keeping on investigating. Ah, behind a bush.
Do you
Best
think whoever did this was hiding in the flowers before they attacked Edgar?
Probably. There's no footprints in the flower bed. It doesn't look like any branches, leaves were being disturbed. Unless the culprit was your size.
True.
So, I guess it's confirmed the culprit is a kid. Okay. That's,
well, we looked
that's
all
something.
over, but the only clue we found was that bottle.
The most important thing we can do now is focus our efforts on treating Master. Can you help me move him inside?
Absolutely. Okay. This is a crime scene now. It's time for another episode of CSI Emily. Yeah! Ding, 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 ding.
So, how's he doing?
He's not
When
dead
I
yet.
administered emergency treatment, I discovered a residue in his nose and mouth. Master was most likely forced to ingest a certain liquid. He's
Poison.
still unconscious, and inducing vomiting could obstruct his airways. We'll have to look into other clues for now.
We found this bottle just now.
Ah, yes. The scent is the same, but the chemical composition is still unclear. We'll have to do further tests to determine if it's the same liquid and how toxic it is to the human body. But first, I do believe there are two people who could shed some light on the situation. Mr. Sylvain, Mr. Lucien.
That's right.
Wait, you know... Hey,
Fucking asshole, you stupid or what?
Were you talking to us, mademoiselle? I'm afraid we'd never heard of those names before.
Before arriving in Sumeru, I asked a friend from the Special Patrol to look into the creators of Auguste. There were 4 people in total. The perfumer, Edgar, the one thrust into the limelight, and 3 others. A researcher from Sumeru responsible for cultivating the Auguste flower, and 2 merchant brothers responsible for promoting the product on the market. The 2 brothers capitalized on the mythos surrounding Auguste. Their actions lured in numerous speculators and profiteers, inflating the price of Auguste even further.
That's right.
In the end, they were sent to the Fortress of Meripede for falsifying their accounts and destabilizing
So they
the
went to
market.
jail.
If you do the math, they should be out of prison by now.
Oh. So they are the ones.
and what does that have to do with us? There are countless merchant families in Fontaine. You gonna accuse them of being criminals too?
Every time your brother called you Blaze, it took you several seconds to respond. But when I called you Lucien just now, the name registered immediately.
I...
Oh my god,
Miss
this guy is a
Emily,
dumbass.
Out of respect for your position as a famous perfumer in Fontaine, I'm inclined to believe that was simply a poor attempt at humor. You have a bright future ahead of you. You wouldn't want to develop a reputation as someone who throws around false accusations, especially among merchant circles.
You claim to be regular perfume merchants, and yet, when I brought up amber wine, you took it to be alcohol.
What?
What? Just as I thought.
Amber wine is a perfume I created several years ago. It wasn't
It's a
particularly
perfume? It's not.
renowned,
Oh,
but
come
I'm certain
on.
Any respectable perfume merchant in Fontaine would know of it.
That's right. You're
Unless,
a
until
fake.
Recently, they were living somewhere completely cut off from the perfume world. Somewhere like the Fortress
Prison.
of Meripede, perhaps?
Emily, you little...
You little bitch. Don't even think about it. Seriously. Seriously, don't. Okay? I don't want this enemy to be that dark. Oh no. Oh hell no. Don't you dare. You fucking asshole. Still though, why are you still using the dull blade? Like why?
Don't misunderstand, Mr. Sylvain. I don't bring this up to criticize you. No matter what happened all those years ago, the court has already passed its judgment. But Master's life is in danger. We need to learn whatever we can about the person who has done this. If Master's attack had something to do with Auguste, I would imagine the two of you might also be in danger. So I'd like to trouble you for some information, if I may. Tell me about Kyria.
Yeah, who the fuck is Kyria?
Fine, as you wish.
Sylvain,
Lucian, if this will help us find Kyria, then it will be all worth it. Besides, we've already told most of the stuff to the Maison Orderly anyway. You were right, Miss Emilie. There were 4 of us at the beginning. Myself, Lucian, Edgar, and a researcher from Sumeru in charge of flower cultivation, Vijava. Sometime down the road, the Marechaussee Phantom came knocking, saddled us with a list of accusations, and started looking into our books. Oh, they did their meddling, and my brother Edgar and I were forced to serve time in the fortress as a result.
Evading
Sounds like
taxes,
he's
I
still
guess.
upset about that. Wait, then how did Edgar end up in Sumeru?
Yeah, how Edgar
Master
ended
was
up in
convicted
Sumeru.
as an accomplice, so he only had to serve a few years. He decided to move to Sumeru so that he could put those events behind him. Still,
I see.
Master was depressed for a long time after that. He stopped making new perfumes and focused on introducing students to the craft instead. That's how I met him. My parents had to relocate to Sumeru for work when I was a child, so I had the chance to study under him for a little while. But we can talk about that some other time. I want to hear more about this researcher, Vijava.
Like us, Vijava was also staring down an investigation from the Marechaussee Phantom. But before the Phantom showed up at her door, she set all the flower beds on fire, along with much of the mora we managed to earn. All the Auguste flowers, everything we worked to create, was reduced to nothing but a pile of ash.
So she ended up doing the scorched earth
destroying all
tactic,
that
I
evidence.
guess.
Wouldn't that make things worse for her?
Yeah, it actually make things worse for her.
It didn't matter at that point, because she died in the fire as well.
Oh shit, she commits seppuku. So you're telling me Vijaya committed seppuku too? Oh well, at least there's one way to die.
sounds like you did an investigation of your own. Why even ask us if you knew all of this already?
Kira's name still hasn't come up.
The name wasn't mentioned in any of the files I reviewed either. But you two seem quite familiar with him.
Kyria was Vijava's younger brother.
Oh, revenge. I can tell. Since Vijava's died, Kira wants revenge. Okay, makes sense.
He was just a clueless kid back then. Somewhere in his teens, I think. He helped his sister with her work sometimes, but that was pretty much it. He didn't have any idea what we were doing. Vijava kept him close most of the time. The 3 of us were probably the only ones who even knew she had a brother. After our operation was compromised, he disappeared. There were no signs of him until recently, when people started saying the Auguste flower had reappeared in Sumeru.
So, you think Kyria took something with him back then? Something that allowed him to reproduce the Auguste flower?
Vijava doted on the kid like you wouldn't believe. She even told us to give her cut to her brother if anything happened to her.
Wow. Vijava really loves her little brother. Yeah, she does love her little brother. Lucky bastard. Oh boy.
If she left something behind before she died, believe me, Kyria's the one that has it.
And judging by the liquid in that bottle, the Auguste flower wasn't the only thing he reproduced. He managed to replicate the perfume itself.
So the liquid Edgar was forced to ingest really was Auguste. Wait, does that mean Auguste is poison?
Poison? No. Of course not. No perfume is meant to be ingested. Even small amounts can be dangerous, let alone ingesting a whole bottle at once. If a goose could be considered a poison, we wouldn't have even sold half a bottle back then. Edgar fell unconscious because Kyria forced him to drink perfume. It just happened to be a goose.
Strange. Sivian seems nervous all of a sudden. Why did Kyria attack Edgar?
He probably thought we had something to do with his sister's death. But to tell you the truth, I have no idea why she did all that. We're not looking for Kyria because we have it out for him. We just wanted to see how he was doing. And, if possible, work together to bring back a ghost. We only went to prison for a bit of fraud and market manipulation. It
That's
had
right.
nothing to do with the product itself. As long as we keep things honest this time around, bringing the product back to market would almost be like honoring his sister's memory.
So that's why you never mentioned Kyria during your interrogation?
Yes, exactly. We were just looking out for the kid.
Anyway, that's all we know. If you're looking for information on what's in a goose, or what to do if you ingest it, there are only two people to ask. Edgar or Kyria himself.
Well, at least we're able to say for certain that the substance Edgar ingested was in fact a goose. That gives us a direction for further testing. Well then, I'd say that was a very enlightening discussion.
Well,
I'm pretty
glad
sure
to
if you
hear
drink
it.
perfume,
Lucian,
the
let's
worst
head
thing
back
can
to the room
happen
and
is
rest
you
a
get
bit.
diarrhea.
With everything that's
I'm pretty
happened,
sure about that
there are
most of the time.
things that need
Probably, I don't know.
reconsidering.
Yes, of course.
They're still hiding something.
You think so too? That does seem to be the case. Pity we don't have more evidence. But based on Sylvain's tone of voice just now, I suspect further questioning will only result in more made-up answers.
The way you exposed them like that, just based on a hunch, that was genius!
Are you really a perfumer who looks after people in your spare time?
Oh, right! Earlier you said you were only sort of a doctor, and that your patients were unusual.
Oh yes, that's because most of the patients I encounter are already dead.
Ah, there
So
we
you're
go.
a forensic doctor?
That's right, she's a
Close.
forensic doctor.
I'm actually a forensic cleaner. Once the forensic team and the Marachese Phantom are done collecting evidence from the scene, I'm in charge of clearing away the final traces my patients leave on the world. In fact,
So basically,
with
Hu
just
Tao.
a small alteration to the formula, the same tincture used as the base of perfume can also be made into a cleaning agent. Basically, there are two sides to forensics. Those who collect evidence to expose the truth, and those who clean up the smells, bloodstains, and other substances left behind at the scene. I've learned a lot in my line of work, and I've witnessed a lot of death. But this time, we may still save the patient.
You know, Hu Tao probably should hire you, Emily. You know, Hu Tao probably needs someone like you to improve her business.
Actually, Traveler,
Probably.
could I trouble you to report back to Tainari and the officers at Port Armos? We should update them on the situation.
Will do.
I'll stay here and continue to look after Master. Now that we have a sample of Auguste, I'm hoping further analysis won't be too difficult. Master looks a lot older than when I last saw him. I just hope he can hold on.
Well, he's an old man, so I won't be surprised. I mean, considering he's an old man, I'm pretty sure I don't think he can handle that kind of amount of poison. I mean, if he does, then that means his liver is very, very strong. Because the liver is, out of all the organs, besides the kidney, the liver is basically your poison filterer. It's your organ. It's the best organ in your body that can, you know, can detoxify your blood much more naturally. You know, that kind of thing. Let's see here. Tighnari!
Whoa, why the rush? Did something happen?
What? Edgar was attacked? He's the most famous perfumer in the region. Someone who's helped countless people around Port Ormos. How could this happen?
Sheriff, have you received any reports of a suspicious individual fleeing through the bazaar?
No, but we've got eyes all over the area. I'm sure someone's seen Kyria. I'll start gathering my forces. We won't let him get away.
What about you, Tighnari? Do you have a plan?
Do you have a plan? Come on, tell me you have a plan.
I'm sure the sheriff can handle things over at the scene, and I doubt Emilie needs my help looking after Mr. Edgar.
But she said she's not a real doctor.
Yeah, she's a doctor for death.
Then she was far too modest. She may not be a doctor by trade, but she has a deeper understanding of human anatomy and pharmacology than most scholars from the Amorta Darshan.
I mean, let's face it, she dealt with human dead bodies, so I'm pretty sure she knows what she's doing. Probably.
Not to mention the fact that Mr. Edgar's condition is related to perfume. Emilie is certainly in the best position to help him. As for me, I'll head to the academia and see what I can learn about Vijava and Kyria.
Oh, that's right! Vijava was supposed to be a scholar from Sumeru. Do you recognize the name?
From Emilie's letter, certainly, but that was the first time I'd heard of it. The academia produces a lot of scholars, and there are plenty of graduates who choose to pursue a career outside their darshan. I didn't have time to look into it earlier, but now it seems like Vijava's past could be critical to getting to the bottom of what happened to Mr. Edgar. I have friends in Sumeru City that can help me investigate. With any luck,
Example,
we'll have news to
Sino.
share by tomorrow. I'll leave you and Emilie to watch over things here in Port Ormos.
So everything is gonna be on Port Ormos then. Okay. Well, we already completed that quest. Oh, really? 7? Fine. Time skipping time. Time skipping. Dong.
Well, it's been a day. Wonder if Tighnari's discovered anything.
Yeah, hopefully Mr. Edgar is still alive. Or he's dead, I don't know. I mean, I won't be surprised.
But things weren't looking good with Emilie's master yesterday. We should check on things at the hotel first. Emilie!
How's Edgar?
No longer in critical condition, thankfully. He's still very weak, but with a bit more rest, he should regain consciousness soon. My chemical analysis of Auguste also went smoothly, although it certainly raised some questions.
Questions? Like what kind of question are we talking here?
I was able to identify the components that give the substance its fragrance, but I also noticed an abnormal trace of elemental energy in the sample.
Elemental? He used magic?
Elemental energy?
You're telling me he used magic? Okay. Would that have an effect on the body?
Hard to say. It was such a minute amount, proportionally speaking, like mixing a single drop of perfume into the ocean. I had to use one of the newest tests developed in recent years to even detect the traces present in the sample. Unless you were abnormally sensitive to elemental energy, I doubt it would have any effect, even if you use the product every day for 10 years. As for whether Master's condition
Tell
was
that to
caused
people
by the
who,
elemental
you know,
energy present
took
in the sample
the,
or some other component of the
you know, the
perfume,
radiation
it's
products.
still too early to say.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tell
that
that to
reminds
them.
Paimon. Did Tighnari come and find you? Maybe we could ask him to take a look.
I received a message from him last night, but I haven't heard anything since. The message said he was looking into some information at the academia.
Oh, Paimon thought he might have stopped by to see you first. Excuse me? Is Miss Emilie here?
Cole! Cole.
Oh, perfect! Familiar faces! Traveler, Paimon, you're here too!
Kale. Ah, of course. Tainari's apprentice. He's mentioned you many times. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. And please, no need for formalities. Emilie is just fine.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you too, Miss, Emilie. Did Tainari send you here, Kale? Yep. Master and the others went through decades worth of records last night, and still haven't had a chance to rest. I'm fast on my feet, so it only made sense for me to come and give you an update. Anyway, based on what they've reviewed so far, they believe there's no indication that a researcher by the name of VTuber ever passed through the academia.
Could it have been an alias?
Master considered that possibility as well, but the name wasn't the only dead end. Master tried to track down people with a similar research direction or background, but also couldn't find a match.
So is it...
How is that possible?
It's not possible. Maybe her identity as a researcher from Sumeru was a ruse all along.
It's starting to seem very likely. If we want to figure out her true identity, I'm afraid another conversation with those two merchants might be our only...
Hey,
What's going on?
Lucian!
That voice, it's...
It's Sylvain! Wait, think Curio came back, do you?
No, it can't be.
That seems impossible. If someone came in or out of the hotel just now, we would have seen them.
Let's go inside and check. Oh no, Lucian is dead? I mean, I won't be surprised if he's dead. Oh, I think he's dead. Enter Lucian's room.
It's locked?
I tried to break it open. Oh,
Lucian! Lucian! Come on! Wake up!
oh no, he's dead. Is he going to be okay?
Emilie, my brother, he's gonna be okay, right? He's just unconscious. Like what happened to Edgar.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sylvain, but we were too late this time.
Oh no, he's dead!
No, that's not possible.
Oh no. R.I.P. Lucian.
Traveler, Kale, Mr. Sylvain has gone through a huge shock. He needs some space to calm down. Could one of you take him next door? It's not good for him to look at his brother's body like this.
Yeah.
Of course. Leave it to me.
I'll notify the sheriff.
Thank you both.
Finally! Some CSI Emilie! An actual CSI Emilie!
Mr. Sylvain, let's get you up. Here, take my hand. Nice and slow.
I guess Sylvain really loves his brother, huh?
We'll take things from here. Just focus on getting some rest. Here, this way.
Poor guy. He's like a shell of his former self.
Yeah, I like how the music stopped playing to make things much more serious, considering someone is dead now. So is this the part where Emilie is gonna act like Horatio? Because I really want her to act like Horatio a bit, but oh well, it's fine.
He may have made some bad decisions in life, but right now, Paimon can't help but feel sorry for him.
Yeah, his
Good
brother's
person or
dead.
bad, the death of a loved one is equally painful. All the moments he shared with his brother Every hardship and triumph they endured together are now memories he has to carry alone.
Maybe that's what Kiria wanted.
If Kiria really was behind this, then what exactly did he do to Lucian?
Lucian can no longer speak, but the traces left behind by his death most certainly can.
So, an
Traveler, I've got
autopsy.
things covered here at the scene. I'll leave you to contact the sheriff.
Who would have thought? Yesterday's case is still up in the air, and now this happens. Miss Emilie, I heard you're an experienced forensic doctor. Have you been able to discover anything?
Oh, I'm not actually a forensic doctor. I just happen to have some relevant knowledge.
Are you sure you're more like a forensic doctor now?
I did take a look, though. Judging by the temperature and rigidity of the body, it appears the time of death was sometime last night. I'd have to do a more thorough investigation to find out more.
Then, would you mind helping us investigate? Before he left, Tainari said we could trust your judgment if something like this were to happen.
Of course, I appreciate your trust. Many of the traces left behind at the scene will fade with time, so the sooner we investigate, the better.
We'll help too. We don't know much about dead bodies, but you can leave the other clues to us.
We don't know much about dead bodies, right, Traveler? Traveler? Paimon. Yeah, I kill a lot of people, so I know a thing or two about dead bodies. Can we not? Well, what can you do about it, Paimon? I'm an expert creating dead bodies. Seriously, Traveler? Yes.
Pupils are dilated, skin is flushed. No overt external injuries or signs of a struggle.
So you must be poisoned then. Okay. Let's check the cabinet. So...
To tell you the truth, the exhibition has left us quite short-handed. We're lucky to have your help.
Okay. Hey, what about these flowers? Different nation, fragrance incredibly strong. Okay. Incense slowly rising to the air, seems familiar somehow. Okay. The luggage. Okay, so, this door? It's a hallway. The lock broke when we forced our way in. This door was probably locked last night.
And the windows are shut tight too. Seems like the only way to get in would have been through Sylvain's room. Well, looks like we've investigated as much as we can. Let's go report back to Emilie and Shiam.
So, did you find anything?
No signs of forced entry. The only way we've been through through Sylvain's room.
Paimon can show you. Here, it'd be something like this.
Did Paimon draw something? Oh, actually that's quite decent. That's kind of decent drawing from Paimon though. Not bad.
But entering through the room next door without alerting Sylvain... Wait, you don't think Sylvain could have been the one who...
Probably.
No, his reaction to the loss of his brother seemed genuine, and he doesn't have a motive.
Then what could have happened last night? I know Sylvain is still in shock, but he's our only available witness. We have to take his statement.
I agree. Also, I've made some new discoveries, so we might as well head next door and go through everything together.
Okay, I guess we have to investigate Sylvain's room. All right, let's go. See what kind of shenanigans we can discover. Must be probably he has some questionable magazines there somewhere.
Mr. Sylvain, I need you to tell me everything you and your brother did since yesterday afternoon. Did you see or hear anything strange?
After Kyria attacked Edgar, my brother and I were incredibly careful. We returned to our rooms and decided to lock all the doors leading to the hallway. The only door we kept unlocked was the one connecting our rooms. That way, if we heard any commotion coming from the other room, we could help each other. But I didn't hear any sort of commotion last night. Not a single noise. I woke up this morning, opened the door, and Lucien was
dead.
So, no movement from the room next door. No forced entry via Sylvain's room. No signs of a struggle at the scene. And no external injury on Lucien's body. What kind of cause of death are we dealing with here?
I did notice a few things about the body. Lucien's pupils were dilated and his skin was flushed, very similar to Master's symptoms after the attack yesterday. There weren't any traces of liquid in his mouth or nose, so it's unlikely he was forced to ingest anything. The more plausible explanation is that he inhaled a substance without knowing it, and I'd say that substance was likely a ghost.
a goose. No, that's not possible. Inhaling a goose won't kill you. And anyway, it would have been for just one night.
No, seriously? Just one night?
No, that's not what I meant. Emilie, you ran your tests, didn't you? Go on, tell everyone whether you found any poison.
No, I didn't find any common toxins.
See? A ghost is harmless. The market response proved that years ago.
Seriously?
That may be true for most people, but not for everyone.
Oh, Edgar's alive.
Master!
Edgar? You're up and about already?
Thanks to Emilie, I'm out of the woods for now. Sylvain, no matter how hard you may try to hide it, the truth will always come to light.
Edgar!
Oh no.
Even if we could keep it a secret for another 10 or 20 years, do you think Kyria would just let us be? No, he would never give up. Not if he's doing all of this for Yelena.
Velena? Who the hell's Velena? Oh, is that Vijaya's real name, Velena?
That's
Oh.
Vijava's real name. Yelena wasn't a scholar from Sumeru. She was an exiled Fatus from Snezhnaya.
So she's a Fatui! Oh, she's a Fatui from Snezhnaya. She's Russian. Ah.
A Fatus?
The Fatui. Well, that means the elemental energy present in a ghost was...
Ah, so you've already detected it. Well, Sylvain, looks like there's truly no reason to hide things now.
Oh,
The August flower was created with the mutative and distorting power of a delusion.
So is genetically engineered with the power of magic. Ah, makes sense.
A delusion?
The Fatui, delusions... I never would have thought a ghost was hiding this many secrets.
Born of a delusion, August contained distorted elemental energy. A prolonged exposure over many years could have a harmful effect on the body.
That's enough, Edgar. I'll take it from here. At first, Yelena wanted to keep refining the perfume and the flower, but no one knew how long the perfume mania was going to last back then. It didn't have any effect on ordinary people anyway. Every day we postponed going to market was another day of lost earning potential.
So you decided poisoning people was worth the risk?
Jesus Christ, it is poison.
Listen, it's not like it was good for business. But all that talk about Auguste being harmful over time, Yelena was just speculating. The impact was practically negligible. Unless you were particularly sensitive to elemental energy or had an entire bottle shoved down your throat like Edgar, you could use the product for decades and be completely fine.
It may be true there are no records of Auguste poisoning in Fontaine. But even if no one was acutely poisoned, willfully bringing a product to market despite explicit knowledge of its harmful effects is still a serious crime.
That's right. It's basically radiation. You know it's kind of like the shenanigans, the whole shenanigans of Patricide. Yeah, it's kind of like that, I think. Yeah. The divine noble Auguste originate from a delusion. If the truth came out, the market for your product will be destroyed. Basically, your product caused cancer.
That explains why you were so intent on keeping Yelena and Kyria's involvement a secret all this time, despite readily confessing to all your financial crimes. The Fatui, delusions, Auguste. If the
It's the Russian
Phantom
all over
discovered
again.
the connection between the three, there would have been enough evidence to send you to the Fortress of Meripede for life.
Ha! If I'd known coming to Sumeru would put a target on my back, I would have been more than happy to stay there. At least that way, Lucian would still be alive. All these years without any sign of Kyria, and he pops up out of nowhere the minute my brother and I get out of prison? It couldn't be any clearer who the kid's after. Auguste was harmless before. The fact that it's killing people all of a sudden must be his doing as well.
So there's bad blood between you.
What about Yelena's death? Was that a cover-up too? A way to destroy evidence?
I'll admit, we thought about it at one point. We took care to disguise the products circulating on the market, and no one was questioning Yelena's fake identity. But if the Mara Chaussee Phantom decided to look into the flower beds, it would have been the end. Yelena's ties to the Fatui, the role of the delusion, everything would have been exposed.
That's right, everything will be
Before we could put our
exposed.
plan in motion, Yelena beat us to it. She burned all her flower beds and threw herself
Jesus
into the
Christ, she
fire as
killed
well.
herself. In a most... Oh, okay. You know, I expect her to drink poison or something, but really? That's a painful way to die.
But if her goal was to destroy evidence, there would have been no reason to do that to herself. Yeah, she could have just burned the flower beds and fled with her brother.
I thought about it for a long time, but it wasn't until just now that I finally understood her reasoning. Everything she did, it was for her brother, Kyria.
Oh god, she really, really loves her brother. Oh no. It makes sense why Kyria is very, very pissed. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, if your big sister loves you that much, I mean, and she dies like that, I will be mad too. I will be like Kyria too. God damn it.
One of
Well,
the reasons they
what
defected
can you
from
do?
the Fatui was the deterioration of
Now,
Yelena's
it's not
body
a
due to her
justification,
excessive
but
use
that is kind
of
of
a
like, it
delusion.
makes a lot of sense.
She didn't want her brother to follow
Remember,
in her
kids,
footsteps
just
after her
because...
death.
just because people say like that, it doesn't mean they want it to be justified. It's more like it makes a lot of sense why it happened. You know, it makes a lot of sense why the pipe broke, or why the pipe exploded. It makes a lot of sense. It's not an excuse, but it makes a lot of sense.
After arriving in Fontaine, Yelena continued using the delusion to cultivate the Auguste flower, weakening her body even further. There were times when she couldn't even walk.
So she couldn't flee with her brother because she was afraid of holding him back.
If her true identity was exposed, she and her brother would face pressure from both Snezhnaya and Fontaine.
I gotta assume she's not gonna
The
give her the
Auguste
death
flower
penalty.
and Yelena's own corroded body both bore the mark of a delusion.
I mean,
There
yeah,
would
the
have been no
delusion
way
does
to avoid
that to the
suspicion.
body, so it makes sense.
So, in the end, she burnt it all to ash, including herself. With all the evidence erased, Kyria was free to take the Mora and run.
So the wealth you earned from Auguste, it wasn't destroyed in the fire. Yelena gave it to her brother?
Most likely. Before Yelena died, she said if anything happened to her, she was going to leave everything to her brother. We just didn't realize she meant our cut as well. That's why Lucien and I were searching for Kyria, to take back our Mora and the Auguste flower. We just didn't realize Kyria was baiting us the whole time. It was all a trap.
Seriously.
But why is Kyria out for revenge anyway? Doesn't he know about Yelena's decision to sacrifice herself?
Well, to be fair though, he probably either didn't know, or probably he was just like, you know what, it's your fault that she died. It's your fault that she made that decision. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah.
I don't think he knew his sister was nearing death. Yelena always wore heavy makeup around him to conceal her deteriorating appearance.
Oh.
She kept herself busy with work to keep out of sight. That way her brother wouldn't notice how she could barely walk.
Then all I'll need to do is tell Kyria what really happened, and then he'll give up on his revenge.
That's not
I'm
simple,
not so
Paimon.
sure.
Yeah, that's not simple, Paimon. It's not simple. Trust me, Paimon. Revenge is one hell of a drug. And considering Yelena really loves her little brother and her little brother really loves her big sister, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense why shit gonna happen. It makes a lot of sense.
Even if he knew the truth, he'd still find someone to blame. He might think Yelena was forced into using a delusion to cultivate a Auguste, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to pull yourself out of that kind of hatred, especially when you've been living in that headspace for so many years.
Yeah.
Very true. Even if Yelena's death was her own choice, I wouldn't call myself innocent either.
Edgar, what are you talking about?
Think about it, Sylvain. If we hadn't been in such a hurry to capitalize on the perfume mania all those years ago, do you think Yelena would have elected to take those risks? If we hadn't been so blinded by greed, so insistent on increasing the scale of the flower cultivation, do you think Yelena's health would have deteriorated as fast as it did? If we hadn't invited the Marechaussee Phantom to our doorstep by breaking the law at every turn, Yelena could have survived.
She knew her limits. She knew her days were numbered. Maybe it was for her brother, but she was in it for the Mora just as much as us. We were just trying to earn a bit of Mora. And what, we deserve to die for that? Target me for being the mastermind, sure. But what about Lucien? He was just following my orders. Lucien's crime, was it really so extreme that he had to pay for it with his life?
That's right. He's just a foot soldier. I the one who ordered the genocide. It wasn't me. He's just a foot soldier. He knows nothing. Why kill him?
The only person that can answer that question is a judge.
Yep. That's true.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway. Drag me back to Fontaine to stand trial. I don't care.
He's a dead man now.
3 people from Fontaine, 1 from Snezhnaya, and a crime committed in Port Ormos. What a headache.
What's going to happen?
Well, we can only wait until the Academia sends someone to deal with it. I'm guessing we'll have to contact Fontaine as well. In any case, we won't really know anything until tomorrow. With the exhibition, we don't even have space in Port Ormos to detain anyone. Such a headache.
The hotel could suffice. You could station a few officers to keep an eye on Sylvain and myself. Although with Sylvain's mental state and my physical one, I don't think you need to worry about a jailbreak.
Yeah,
Mr.
he's pretty
Edgar,
much
are you
like...
saying...
If Sylvain is to stand trial, then I deserve the same fate. A crime is a crime, accomplice or not.
Oh God,
I'd
Edgar.
just like to take care of a few things before I go. Say goodbye to my plants and all that. As for Sylvain, I'm sure he also has some goodbyes of his own.
Yeah. This is
Would
a
you be
shit
willing
show.
to grant
This is a
that
total
request,
shit show,
Sheriff?
if you think about it.
Well, all right. I'll talk to the Academia. No matter who you were in Fontaine or what crimes you committed, the man we grew to know in Sumeru proved himself to be a good person. Your request is granted.
You have my thanks, Sheriff.
But if we wait until tomorrow, doesn't that mean something could still happen tonight?
Happen tonight? Oh, you mean the possibility that Kiria might try to finish what he started?
Yep.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense.
Rumors that he uses a goose to poison people, but we still have no idea how to catch him in the act. If he targets Sylvain or Edgar again, we might not be able to stop him.
That may be true, but what if we can take advantage of his desperation?
Desperation.
If we take advantage of this situation and lure him in on purpose, we might finally have the chance to talk to him.
Master, no. That's too dangerous.
Yeah, it's too dangerous. You will die. Probably.
So, that's your plan. If Kiria learns we're being taken away tomorrow, his last chance to enact his revenge would be tonight. In other words, you want to use us as bait to capture him.
Capture? Not necessarily. I just want to talk. What? Are you afraid of him?
Afraid? This is my only chance to make him pay for what he did. I'm spending the rest of my life in prison anyway. I can't just sit back and let him ride off into the sunset with our fortune. There's no way I'm letting him get away with it. Not after what he did to Lucian.
So basically, Sylvian gonna drag Kyrian to hell with him. I mean, to be fair though, it's a total shit show now, so it's kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna get a death sentence, so I'm gonna bring him in too, because he also broke the law too, so might as well we all go together, you know, might as well. Yeah.
As for the danger, everyone else just needs to make preparations in advance to protect us.
I'll admit, it could work. We just need to spread the word that Edgar and Sylvain are leaving tomorrow. Then I'll station some of my men around the hotel. If we have your assistance as well, our chance of success would be even higher.
I still have some reservations. But if you insist on carrying out this plan, I won't deny you my help.
We can help stand guard.
I'll also keep watch.
Although I think Sylvain and myself should remain alone in our respective rooms. If Kyria noticed another person in the room, he might decide to turn back. And besides, it's possible he's already transformed Auguste into a potent toxic gas.
Oh no, so basically he created mustard gas. Ah, makes all sense.
You mean if he doesn't see a way to get his hands on
Sorry,
the two of
Ruffle.
you, he
Not
might get
today.
so
I'm in the
desperate
middle
that he'll
of
just
a
start
story
using
quest
Auguste
here.
on everybody?
If that were to happen, everyone's standing guard. Even the innocent
So
citizens in
basically,
Port
he
Ormos
going
would all be in
to
danger.
he using the scarecrow fear tactic. Gas everyone. He doesn't give a shit. So he's basically doing war crimes now. Okay, makes sense.
That's
I guess.
why everyone else needs to keep to the shadows.
Oh no, Edgar.
You're still recovering. You need to rest.
This old pack of bones doesn't bounce back like it used to. I suppose I'll just have to leave the rest to you.
All right, we can figure out a plan to keep watch later. Right now, I say we split up, start spreading that information before it's too late.
So, Jesus Christ. So we have to catch a criminal now. Okay, okay. All right. Let's see what's going to happen.
Have you heard? Mr. Edgar's been detained. He's being taken away tomorrow.
What? He's the one who helped craft all the fragrances for our shop.
He taught my child how to make perfume. How could this happen?
Well, what can you do about
He
it?
hasn't been convicted yet. Let's just wait and see what the court has to say.
Why you sound like a British man? You're in Sumeru. Can you? You know what? Never mind. Never mind.
Everyone on the street is talking about the rumors. No matter where Kyria is hiding, he must have heard them by now.
Yeah.
Let's head back to the hotel and take a break. We can see how the other preparations are going while we're at it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess we have to go back to the hotel. Return to the area near the inn. Wait, is it an inn or a hotel? Jesus Christ. Oh well, whatever. Okay, let's see what CSI Emilie's gonna do.
Emilie, Sheriff Xian wants to talk to you and the Traveler about our plans for the night watch.
Thank you, Kale. But first, here. I prepared a kind of herbal tea that helps calm the spirit. Why don't you have some?
Oh, that's very kind of you, but I'm okay.
Oh, it's not good to be so tense,
Fun fact,
especially when we've got a long
Green
night
tea
ahead
does
of us.
help you stay
I
calm
don't
though
mean
for
to
some
put you on the
reason.
spot, but I couldn't help but notice that something
So
seems
if you
to be on your
feel
mind.
anxiety, drink some tea.
Was
It
it
does
that
help.
obvious?
And I know
You seem
caffeine
very
does
preoccupied with Kiria's revenge. If there's anything
make
you
the
want to talk
anxiety
about,
worse.
I'm happy to
But
listen.
then again, green tea's caffeine's kinda low. So yeah.
Hey, Emilie, Kale. Oh, are we interrupting something? No, not at all. This will be easier to talk through with you here anyway. I've just been thinking. If Kyria has the capacity to commit murder while remaining completely undetected, why didn't he target Sylvain along with Lucien last night? There was just a single door separating them. If his intention was to target both brothers, then there was barely anything standing in his way. Don't you think? When I accompanied Sylvain to his room after Lucien died, and saw how distraught he was, I suddenly realized...
Realize what?
Maybe Kiria did that on purpose. Maybe he wanted Sylvain to experience the pain of losing a loved one before he completed his ultimate revenge.
So did he attack Edgar as a warning then? To scare Sylvain and Lucien?
Based on
Poetic
what
justice,
we've heard
I
about
guess.
Kiria, that may very well be the case.
I mean, it makes sense.
Losing his sister all those years ago. What has been going through his head? What has he been forced to endure?
Well, I mean, I won't be surprised. The love between him with his sister is very, very strong. I won't be surprised if that's kind of love that he experienced. So, yeah. Oh boy.
Whenever I get to thinking like that, I just can't help but wonder. If I were in his place, would I be able to let go of that hatred?
Oh hell no. Oh hell no, Cole. But luckily you did not become that. Which is thank God for Amber.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't think like that. Not after everything he's done. But I just can't help it.
There's nothing wrong with the way you're feeling. Empathy is a part of human nature.
Kind
In
of.
all my years of cleaning up crime scenes, I've witnessed countless families mourn their loved ones. Their cries of devastation and anger still echo through my mind, even now. Some of them even try to stop me, begging me not to erase the last remnants of their loved ones. But getting swept up in those emotions will corrupt your judgment.
And that's why
Surround yourself
I
with
became a
fragrance
robot.
For too long, and your sense of smell
Ah.
will become dull. Allow yourself to be consumed by your emotions, and you lose the ability to think rationally. So while you hold on to that sense of empathy, you also need to ask yourself, do Sylvain and Lucien really deserve to die? How much did they truly know about the Fatui and the delusion? Did they force Yelena to make
To be
those
fair,
decisions?
though, to be fair, Sylvia and Lucian, it's not their fault that Yelena died. Technically, they kind of like led to Yelena's death, but it's not something that they really want her to die. You know, that kind of shit. Kiria, this is I will say this is a total shit show. It's a total shit show. It makes sense why Kiria is very, very mad. It makes sense that Sylvia and Lucien is not really at fault of Yelena's death. But then again, since this how it ends up, this is how the results, so it's kind of like makes sense. It's kind of like at this point, it might as well just let's complete the whole process. You know, let's complete the whole process. At this point. Like, let Kiria kill everyone, or something like that, you know, at this point. And then we kill Kiria. It's kind of like, yeah, what can you do about it? You know, it's cancer. There's no choice. We need to operate.
Answering those questions requires a lot of time and evidence, while a single act of vengeance can put those answers forever out of our reach. I've witnessed a lot of deaths in Fontaine. When someone dies, a certain amount of information can be inferred from the traces left behind at the scene. But generally speaking, death will just leave most questions unanswered, and the whole picture ever incomplete.
And that's how we
Once
get
you're
cold
consumed
cases.
by hatred, it will become next to impossible to think about things that way. For someone like Kiria, I'm sure right and wrong lost all meaning a long time ago.
Yeah, to be fair, the only person that whoever loves him is his big sister, so
You're right. The fact that we can approach these questions from this perspective isn't because we're more rational than them. It's because we're fortunate enough not to have suffered that kind of loss. But that also makes us perfectly positioned to stand on the outside, and try to pull them back from the brink before it's too late. I understand Kiria's decision, but I still want to stop him. Master, Sylvain, and Kiria. They all deserve to survive.
Well, to be fair, if you put it in context with all the shenanigans, they don't really deserve the death sentence. Kind of. But then again, what Kiria did is kind of like, yeah, it makes sense. It's gonna happen. You know, it's kind of like, it's kind of like, how would I put this? It's kind of like the only food you can eat was beef. But it makes sense why you have cancer, but you don't deserve it. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Huh. The fortunate and the unfortunate.
Emilie, Traveler. Huh? Edgar, you're here too?
Oh, it's you two! Didn't you head back to your room to rest, Edgar? Is it really okay for you to be out and about like this?
A little exercise never hurt anyone.
Oh,
Besides,
kind of.
I don't have much time left in Sumeru. So I'd like to take care of my plants while I still can.
You really love
We
the
could do that
plants,
for
huh?
you, Master.
No need. I've grown attached to these flowers, and this is my last chance to say goodbye.
Oh no.
Come tomorrow. I'll be happy to entrust their care to you. I would imagine Sheriff Sham is here for a more important reason.
The Night Watch! You mentioned earlier that we still need to confirm our plans.
That's right. I've stationed some of my men around the surrounding area, but we still don't have anyone standing guard next to Sylvain's room.
You mean in Lucian's room?
Exactly. After some discussion, we concluded that Sylvain has the highest risk of being attacked next. You're the most skilled fighter here, Traveler. And Emilie's expertise is sure to come in handy in a pinch. That's why I want you two stationed next to Sylvain's room.
That's
So,
right, it's guard duty
are you up for it?
time, Emily. Fine with me. What about you, Emily?
Sounds perfectly reasonable. I'll be glad to have your help tonight, Traveler.
Yay, we can spend some night together with Emily. I mean, yes.
My men and I will be stationed nearby to monitor the situation. A warning will be issued if any unusual activity is detected.
And also, if you hear any weird sound in that room, let's just say we were conducting some experiments. Okay, you just ignore the noises. Traveler, what kind of noise are we talking here? Nothing, Coley. Nothing. Yeah. Are you making? No, we are not making anything. We're not making anything. We're just making eggs. You know what? Never mind.
I'll head into the mountains to keep an eye on everyone coming in and out of the area. Just leave the wilderness surveillance to the forest rangers.
All right. Okay, so guess we have to go to Lucian's room. I hope to God the dead body's got removed, because I don't want to see that dead body. It smells of decay. Yeah.
Huh. Not a peep. Has Kiria given up on his revenge?
Just like that.
Guess we'll have to keep at it. Still nothing unusual. Paimon took a peek into the room next door and Sylvain's already sleeping.
Shyam hasn't issued a warning either.
Perhaps Kiria's true motive was simply forcing Sylvain to confess his crimes. No, that can't be right. If all he wanted was for Sylvain to be convicted for his true crimes, he could have tipped off the Marechaussee Phantom years ago.
And he already killed Lucien. There's no reason to stop there.
There must be something we're missing. Something extremely important.
Maybe we just need to calm down a little. How about some tea? That herbal blend from earlier was pretty tasty.
We can't abandon our post. There's nothing here that we can use to make tea.
You're right. Maybe we can look for a different distraction then, like looking at the flowers. Oh, there's a glaze lily here. Paimon didn't notice it earlier.
Because they don't bloom during the day.
Flowers, glaze lilies, incense. Oh no! Sylvain's room! Quick!
Oh no!
Wait, what?
What? Oh. It's already been done. Sylvain's dead. Easy.
Hey, did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
It was the older of the merchant brothers, right?
Yeah, I think his name was Sylvain. Poor guy was murdered in cold blood.
First it was Mr. Edgar, then that merchant named Lucien, and now this.
Listen up, everyone. This is an active crime scene. Please, no loitering.
It's been 3 days and they haven't even caught a glimpse of the guy. What is going on?
Do you think it could be the work of an evil spirit?
Ooh, evil spirit!
I mean, how do you get away with something like that with so many people watching?
I don't know. Either Kiria is a very top tier ninja, or he got a stealth boy, or he's already a dead man.
Keep it moving, everyone. No loitering.
So Sylvia is dead?
I suppose I'm next.
So all the brothers are dead? Oh, God.
You don't know that. Kiria already attacked you once, and you survived. Perhaps he doesn't consider your crime to be worthy of death.
You were the only reason I managed to survive, Emilie. I never did thank you for that, did I?
Even if I wasn't there, Tainari was also in the vicinity. He would have been able to help.
Is that so? I suppose I'm a very fortunate person then. I have exceptional students, caring friends, and the respect of my peers. If it is indeed my time to go, then I'll die
Grandpa,
without
no.
regrets. But Kiria has nothing. Yelena is gone. Now, his enemies are too. It really makes you wonder if there's even a reason to keep on living.
If you really want an answer, I suppose you'll have to ask Kiria himself once we finally catch him.
Well, I hope it all goes well. Emilie, there's something else I'd like to ask of you. With everything that's happened, holding the exhibition is off the table now. But so many flowers were transported here for the show, some of them thousands of miles away from their homeland. I can't let them wither away with no one to care for them.
Yes,
Whether
the poor
Kiria
flowers.
gets to me first,
Somebody needs to take care of the
I'm
poor
sent back
flowers.
to Fontaine to stand trial. I won't be around to look after them.
Edgar's
know
probably gonna
it's
be dead
a
by
lot
then.
to ask,
That's kind of sad.
but could I entrust them to your care.
Of course, Master.
Really? Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Now I truly have nothing to worry about.
Sheriff Sham still has some questions for me, so I've gotta go.
Go ahead. Best not to keep him waiting. He can be quite impatient.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Master.
The hell? Okay.
Another all-nighter. Paimon sure hopes Emily's plan will go well.
Probably.
Oh, but Collie still looks quite worried. Let's go talk to her.
Alright, Coley.
Emily still isn't back. I hope she didn't run into any trouble.
She's extremely meticulous.
Yeah, that's true.
She should be fine.
Traveler, I had my men start spreading the information you requested. The crowd is gone now too, but I have to admit, I'm not really sure what's going on. After listening to Emily's plan, I started getting the materials together and arranging personnel. I barely had a second to spare last night. To be honest, I'm still not sure how the crime was committed that night.
It's pretty simple, actually.
The key clue was right in front of us the entire time.
Feel like you've been waiting to say that for a while.
Let's go. We'll show you where the culprit hid a goose.
Okay, way to hit a goose. Okay.
I only have a basic idea of what happened, to be honest. I haven't really worked out the details.
Ah, so you're saying I'm the only one who's completely in the dark.
Okay, let's see. Spirit
Wasn't
Borneo?
this incense originally in Lucian's room? It must have been moved here before nightfall yesterday.
Okay, I guess that's probably the thing that killed Lucian and the guy. Yeah. I guess we have to.
This is it!
So what's
Blaze
it?
Lily, huh? I think I've heard of it before. It's a flower from Liyue, right?
Yeah.
Well, did you know it only blooms at night?
Emily, you're back!
How did it go?
Exactly as expected.
A flower that only blooms at night. Ah, like the Neelitpala lotus.
Exactly. Although the Neelitpala lotus wouldn't be a good substitute in this scenario. When it's closed, the gaps between the petals are too large. That's why Kyria chose the glaze lily as his mechanism. He would start by preparing an agoose sample.
And put it on the flower. Okay.
If applied to the outside, you would still be able to smell a goose, even in the daytime.
Okay, what about soak the area around the
There's a
petals?
sticky substance on the edge of the flower petals. It's one I recognize.
Seal in the inside of the petals.
If you stick the petals together with slime condensate,
It's
then,
slime
in the
condensate.
daytime, the glaze lily would act almost like a hidden container.
Ah.
That's right. He applied a diluted form of slime condensate to the petals
So
to
you use
stick them
slime
together
condensate.
and enclosed a
Basically,
sample of agouste in the
organic
center.
glue.
That way, the agouste would remain trapped inside during the daytime, unable to seep between the petals and evaporate into the air. This also allowed the culprit to plant the poison well in advance, while his targets remained oblivious. However, the diluted slime condensate wouldn't be viscous enough to prevent the petals of the glaze lily from opening at night. So by nightfall, the flower would bloom, thereby forcing the target to inhale the agouste trapped inside.
And Kyria could execute his revenge without having to step foot inside the room during the night.
By the next morning, the sample of agouste would have nearly fully evaporated. The glaze lily would have already closed its petals, and any lingering odor would be concealed by the fragrance of the other flowers in the room.
And his mission would be accomplished.
Wait a second. You're telling me this version of a goose is so toxic, inhaling the minute amount trapped inside a flower is enough to kill a grown man?
Jesus
And how did
Christ.
Edgar even survive ingesting a whole bottle of the stuff?
That's because agouste is just as dangerous now as it was all those years ago. The level of toxicity has never changed. Only a small subset of people are truly at risk.
Ah, you mean people who are sensitive to elemental energy. So it's just some sort of happy coincidence that Sylvain and Lucien are allergic to the stuff? That can't be right. They were involved in the operation all those years ago. If the stuff gave them a bad reaction, they would have known from the very start.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I wouldn't use the word allergic necessarily. It's more like they're susceptible to its effects. But that distinction isn't important right now. You can think of it this way. It's not that Sylvain and Lucien are innately sensitive to elemental energy, but that Kyria found a way to ensure that they would be.
Okay, like how? Primordial Sea?
In Fontaine, I experienced how drinking primordial seawater made me more attuned to the element of hydro. But that substance would be hard to get around here.
Okay. How about the thing?
The incense I smelled earlier seemed familiar. Thinking back on it, I'm almost certain it was the scent of Spirit Borneal. In Sumeru, scholars use Spirit Borneal to aid meditation and stimulate their connection to the Dendro archive.
Basically, they high on drugs.
Alchemically produced essential oils, the primordial seawater that caused unrest in Fontaine not too long ago. All of those are substances that can heighten your sensitivity to elemental energy.
And Kyria choose Spirit Borneal.
That stuff gave us a lot of trouble when we first came to Sumeru.
Ah, yes. I definitely remember that.
In Sumeru, it's not uncommon to use incense indoors, so its presence wouldn't arouse suspicion. The flowers in the room could also serve to mask the scent.
Flowers were pretty important to this plan, huh? The glazed lily is native to Liwa. It would be completely unnatural to have one here in Sumeru if it weren't for the exhibition. What a coincidence.
Yeah, what a
Actually,
happy coincidence.
It's not a coincidence at
God
all.
damn it. The exhibition, the hotel.
No wonder he was willing to pay a small fortune to rent out the hotel.
He probably used the Mori Elena left him, don't you think? That money was supposed to set him free. But in the end, it was just a tool for his revenge.
There's a saying among forensic doctors in Fontaine. Every step you take leaves a mark. But up until this point, we haven't been able to detect any trace of Kyria's activities. That's not because he was coming and going undetected, or because he's some kind of evil spirit, but because he's been disguised as someone else this entire time.
Oh no, don't tell me Edgar is Kyria all along! Are you telling me Edgar is Kyria all along? Are you telling me that? Edgar.
Creating such an intricate mechanism out of a glaze lily. setting up the spirit borneal in advance, and arranging for Sylvain and Lucien to stay at the hotel. It all points to one person, the expert in charge of the entire exhibition.
The real murderer.
Kyria and Edgar are one and the same.
So Edgar and Kyria are the same person?
But Kiryu was only in his teens back then. He wouldn't even be 40 years old by now. Edgar's lived here for so many years. Even if he changed his appearance, going that long without giving anything away, it would be impossible.
Yeah.
Bad news, Sheriff. Mr. Edgar was attacked.
What?
What?
A dark shadow-like figure just ran out of his room. It was giving off a really ominous aura. But before we could even react, the figure up and disappeared like some sort of ghost or something. By the time we got a look inside the room, Mr. Edgar was gone. Do you think Kyria kidnapped him?
I need you to think very carefully about this. Are you certain that figure wasn't Edgar himself?
I mean, Mr. Edgar was so frail. I don't see how he could have moved that fast.
It would seem Master decided to tap into an ill-advised source of power.
What? But that's so dangerous with the condition he's in. It's...
Suicide.
But why? Why would he do that? He's already accomplished his revenge.
No. If his aim was to target everyone who had a hand in Yelena's death...
If he left Sylvain alive yesterday, not out of a desire to see him suffer, but to confirm the truth about why Yelena chose to die...
Then there's still one target left.
Who? Who? Himself? What the I'm confused now. I'm kinda confused. Oh, God. Alright. Crime scene, God. Investigation genre is not my cup of tea, but whatever. I mean, I used to enjoy CSI stuff, but...
The shadow-like figure ran in the direction of the elevator, and my partner immediately chased after them.
We should hurry before they're forced to confront each other.
Well, this is the first...
Let's ask the merchants nearby.
Okay, let's ask this motherfucker. I mean, this lady. Oh, no. This motherfucker.
A shadow-like figure with an ominous aura. Sorry, I didn't see anything. I was busy taking inventory.
Okay. Not this motherfucker. Well, what this motherfucker?
A ghost! It's a ghost!
It's all right. Please, calm down and take a deep breath. Can you tell us what you saw?
Yeah, tell us what you saw. What kind of ghost are we talking here?
I saw...
Is it something
a black
like Satan
shadow.
from hell?
It ran right
Or is
past
it a very sexy waifu? Tell me. Ah,
How could something like that happen in broad daylight?
Jesus Christ. Even in broad daylight, ghosts can be very, very scary. I mean, ain't ghosts afraid of daylight? Ah, well, whatever.
This
Okay,
is
let's-
terrifying.
Guess we have to follow the trail. So where he run off to?
If we go any further, we'll be out of Port Ormos. There'll be hardly any witnesses.
It's all right. I can detect a faint whiff of the scent from here. I would say he passed by this location not too long ago.
Wow, Emily's nose is
It's this way.
as strong
Please,
as a
follow me.
dog's. Yeah. I won't be surprised if she's a dog, but okay. So, where exactly? Oh, that sign. Okay, I guess we have to use this thing.
Don't blink!
Alright, it's power up. There we go. There we go. Ah, yes. The
The
domain.
scent is getting stronger. This must be the place.
Okay, let's go. So the elements here that we need is Dendro. We got Emilie, so we do not need to put another Dendro person here. So we got Emilie, so let's start. Oh boy. This is not going to be fun, is it? This is not going to be fun. Oh boy. Who the... Man, the mystery in this game is getting deeper.
Oh! O's!
Who?
Are you alright? Were you attacked?
No, I'm all right. I was just chasing after that figure, and then all of a sudden, I didn't feel so hot.
Let
Yeah,
me
it
take
feels
a look.
like shit now.
The air definitely feels heavy. It smells nice, but for some reason, it's hard to breathe.
Oh no. Paimon.
This feeling, I've encountered it before.
Everything looks all right. It was probably just the stress of the chase, combined with the impact of the environment. A bit of rest would do you some good.
I can't rest. Mr. Edgar is still in there. He taught my sister how to make perfume.
He's basically
He's
our
a good
grandpa.
man.
We must save grandpa.
I can't just abandon him to die by Curia's hand.
Oz, you need to calm down and listen to me. Edgar is the one we're after. He and Kiria are the same person.
That's right.
But how is that possible? I thought you said Curia was in his 30s. Mr. Edgar is 70-something. Changing your appearance to look decades older, that doesn't seem possible.
That doesn't seem possible
That's
at all.
precisely why he had to resort to extraordinary measures to age himself.
A delusion.
Curia used a delusion to bring back the Auguste flower, corroding his body in the process, just like his older sister.
No. He couldn't have. Mr. Edgar has been in Port Ormos for years. If someone started impersonating him all of a sudden, we would have noticed.
And what if the impersonation started before he ever set foot in Sumeru?
So you're telling me Mr. Edgar does not exist at all? It was Kiria all along.
I've
Oh,
yet to
you
confirm
son
it,
of a bitch.
But I suspect Curia killed the real Edgar in Fontaine not long after his release from prison.
Wait, the real Edgar is
While
dead?
Edgar was incarcerated, Curia started making preparations to replace him, including forcefully aging his body, studying perfumery,
Oh
and
shit, so
planning
the real Edgar is
Edgar's
already dead.
demise. The new Edgar then decided to relocate to Sumeru, seemingly out of an innocuous desire to let go of the past. He even left perfume making in favor of mentoring students. But these decisions were all for a specific purpose: the need to distance himself from anyone who might see through the facade. And Sumeru fit the bill to a T, with no one around to question his identity. All he had to do was grow a beard, don a pair of glasses, make a few minor alterations to his appearance, and everyone would believe he was exactly who he claimed: Edgar, a perfumer from Fontaine. As the years went by, he removed his disguise little by little and continued to refine his skills. It would have been a gradual process, one that ensured no one around him would notice anything unusual.
So you're telling me he planned all of this? Wow, revenge is one hell of a drug to... Jesus Christ.
That explains why Sylvain said he barely recognized Edgar back at the hotel. He aged himself decades beyond his years just so he could accomplish his revenge. Is that even worth it?
Yeah, is it even worth a revenge? You might as well just kill them in Merupede. Like, what? Jesus Christ.
I need to find Mr. Edgar. He's not that kind of person. He can't be.
Please. I remember
What
Grandpa
you really
was a good
need
person.
is to get out of here and rest.
No, I can keep going.
Wait! This environment is likely being influenced by the delusion. Any discomfort, no matter how slight, should not be treated lightly.
That's right.
I know how to relieve
It's
your
radiation.
symptoms,
You're
Mr.
gonna
Ooze.
get cancer.
Please come with me and rest. I'm sure Kiria... No, Edgar wouldn't want any more innocent people implicated in all this.
Kale's right. The Traveler and I will take things from here. From our brief exposure to a goose, it would seem the substance has little effect on us. This leads me to believe those blessed with a vision or capable of wielding elemental power are more resistant to the effects of abnormal elemental energy. In other words, this environment doesn't pose as much of a risk to us. Actually, now
We're
that
basically
I
immune
think
to
about it,
radiation.
this stronghold likely has multiple points of entry. If the target were to escape from a different point of entry, that might allow him to evade capture. I hate to trouble you, but we need people to survey the perimeter.
Help me here,
Thanks.
Shyam.
Hear that? We're heading out. There's work to be done. Ooze, head back to Port Ormos and start gathering reinforcements.
Got it.
Traveler, Emilie, Paimon, please be careful.
Don't worry, Cole. We'll be fine.
For someone whose only purpose in life is revenge, there's no telling what they'll do when there's no reason to move forward.
Blowing up the wall, I guess.
Don't worry. This isn't the end. Not for us or for Kiria.
You know, every time she say
We're
Kiria,
not going to let
this
a
game
goose
sounds more
kill
like a
anyone
JoJo
else.
reference
It's
than
time
anything
for the
else.
mythos to fade into obscurity.
I mean, even though it's Kira, but not yeah. But this one is Kira with a Y. Okay, let's go. CSI Emilie on the way to solve this case. Oh, and also commit war crimes against the...
Monsters. Perhaps they were attracted here by the increased level of elemental energy.
Probably. Okay, time to kill everyone. Okay, investigate.
I've never seen these seeds before. They must also have been created with the power of a delusion. It seems to be avoiding us, and there's no other way forward. Perhaps we could try luring it to the edge of the cliff.
I guess. Okay, that's the way, I guess. Treasure! Alright, let's go. Where is it? Ah. Alright, Kiria, where are you? I'm here to kick your ass.
Whoa, look at all the Auguste flowers.
Look, all the drugs.
There are so many of them. I can't believe a single person did all this. Must have taken a lot of time.
I fear that statement is truer than you know, Paimon. Using a delusion comes at a cost. Not just time, but the time you have left to live.
By the way,
Kiria
then
need
you
this
need
many Auguste
scream
flowers?
reference to Bocchi screaming. Oh yeah, that one I noticed. That one I noticed. Although sadly, she doesn't act like Bocchi. That's the sad part. She
Perhaps
only have
hatred
that
wasn't
reference,
the only
not
emotion fueling
the
his
actual
obsession with the
personality of
ghost.
Bocchi. If she has the actual personality of Bocchi, then I might like Yunli a bit more. But sadly, she didn't. She only have that. That's why I like Hua Hua. She needs to be protected at all costs, and I am very surprised that they changed her voice actor. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. I guess also it's kind of surprising that suddenly replaced her. We also do not know why, because there's no news that she has any shenanigans that she done to, you know, to be forced or whatever to be replaced. But it sounds like it's more to do with the agency than anything else. So yeah. Anyway, what do you mean?
Not long ago, he told me he didn't want all the flowers transported to Sumeru to wither away in a foreign land. But Kiria betrayed Snezhnaya, abandoned Fontaine, and lived his entire life in Sumeru under the guise of someone else. For someone with nowhere to call home, perhaps dying among a bed of Auguste flowers just like his sister, is the best homecoming he could ask for.
That's right. I want to die so I can see my big sister again. I love her too much. Yeah, that kind of anime. I won't be surprised. Okay, I won't be surprised if that kind of love is Kiria experience. Okay, I'm not gonna be surprised. It's understandable. Not here to judge. Love is love, as long as it doesn't result something bad. That's about it. Yeah, treasure. Anyway, let's go. Let's see here. Where are you, Kiria? Where are you? I'm here to kick your ass. Anyway, continue to commit more war crimes against this fungi. Let's go! War crimes! Yes! Time to murder all the fungi, even though they're innocent and they're not part of the shenanigans, but whatever. Oh. Okay. Okay.
Don't blink.
Don't blink.
Think you can get away?
You can get away?
Fresh and floral. Nowhere to hide.
No way to hide. Time to die.
Incoming.
Okay, he spit out something. Alright, little buddy. Time to, you know, go kill yourself. That's right, you're just born today. It's time for you to go kill yourself. I'm sorry. Oh god. Okay, just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward, please. Yes, that's right. Be a good boy. Keep moving forward. Yes, right. Over there. Thank you. Your sacrifice shall be forgotten. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
The scent of flowers is getting stronger. We're almost at the end.
Almost at the point where we can solve the mystery now. Kiria.
The scent of flowers is getting stronger. We're almost at the end.
Did they catch up that fast?
Yep.
No. My strength is just waning.
I need more power.
But it doesn't matter. This is far enough.
Oh no. What are you trying to do?
This is a garden of Auguste flowers. But it's not mine. It's the one that was set on fire all those years ago in Fontaine. Yelena? Yelena!
One-chan!
You tried to hide it from me, but I always understood. The reason why you continued to use the delusion, the reason why you set your garden on fire, it was all because of me.
Oh shit. That kind of love. So he... Okay. Oh my god. Oh.
I shouldn't have listened to you that day. I shouldn't have taken the Mora and ran. But by the time I realized something wasn't right, there was nothing left. The flowers were gone. And so were you. I know I'm almost 20 years too late. I should have come looking for you earlier. I should have died with you that day.
Jesus Christ! Okay, it's official. Kiria is that kind of love, guys. It's that kind of love. Okay. Yeah, it's not something surprising, but then again, it's basically anime is not surprising at all at this point. So, okay, yeah, it's that kind of love. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yelena?
One-chan? One-chan!
Yelena! No! Don't leave me! Please! Yelena!
Emilie? I'm alive. No, that's not possible. I saw her. Yelena. We were together.
That's right. I'm supposed to die. I'm supposed to see my Oni-chan. Why? Why must continue suffering?
That was an illusion, likely brought about by the residual toxin in your body coupled with the pollen in the air, neither of which are fatal.
You know, Emilie, you could just not... You know what, never mind.
No. The amount of August I drank, it should have been enough.
I'm sorry to say this, but that was a fake.
A fake? But how?
We started making the preparations last night with one goal in mind: to create a perfect accord. The accord is the basis of perfume making, the product in its most
primitive form. Ambergris mixed with cedar wood, rounded out with a base note of agar wood.
Oh, little Emilie.
This is the scent of leather?
Exactly. We're unable to extract essential oils from leather, but by combining other raw materials, we can recreate its essence. That is the purpose of an accord.
Does that mean you can recreate any scent in the whole world?
So artificial perfume, artificial
I'm
scent.
afraid not. Certain fragrances in this world are simply one of a kind. That quality is what draws people in and fuels their obsessions.
If I wear a goose to the ball, I'll also be one of a kind. Our competitor already got their hands on it.
It doesn't matter how much.
That's right, I want to be special. We want drugs to give us special powers, please.
Myths can be deconstructed, miracles can be recreated. All it takes is skill, experience, limitless exploration, and a little patience. The only thing left is determining where the real Auguste is hidden. Pretending to be attacked means he's not free to move around. Auguste must be hidden within reach.
Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers.
The curator commissioned a flower pot from Kasharawar capable of retaining heat and moisture.
Perfumes are as beautiful as flowers, and equally as delicate. When stored, you must take care to control the temperature and keep them away from direct sunlight. Did you get all that, Emilie?
Yes, Grandpa.
I got it.
Did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
So, Sylvain is dead. Is that right?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yes, Master.
So, you switched the bottles of Auguste, and then lied to me about Sylvain's death.
Convincing you that your revenge had
Sylvain's
been
still
completed
alive?
was the easiest way to get you to let down your guard.
Impossible. Even if you found a way to switch out the bottles, there's no way you could have made an accord. If Auguste was so easy to replicate, Yelena wouldn't have.
To die.
It was a combination of rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias. Those ingredients would have conflicted with each other if you tried to combine them in the past. But recently, we found a way for them to work together.
Magic.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias.
A Goost was created over 10 years ago. All this time, people never stopped analyzing it, never stopped trying to recreate it. Perfumery techniques are advancing day by day. We've found better ways to extract
You know, I can't
essential
wait
oils,
for them to
separate
discover
oils
that
and fats.
whale
We
poop
even
gives
discovered new ways to combine
better scent
fragrances
than
together.
anything else.
The
I can't
mythos
wait for
surrounding a
the
Goost may
people
have been
in
untouchable
Genshin to
almost
discover
20
whale
years
poop,
ago,
you know, give
but now
better
it's time for it to become
smell
a thing
for
of the
some
past.
reason in perfumes.
The past.
You've been working as a perfumer for all these years. You should have always known that it is possible to make an accord, even if only in theory. But the meaning you assigned to a Goost became so inflated, you allowed yourself to get lost in it, just like the perfume mania that captivated the public all those years ago. You believed in its divinity and grandeur. You believed it was entirely one of a kind.
And in the process, you forgot that it was a bottle of perfume, nothing more.
Your
Excuse me.
obsession with the Goost is also what allowed us to predict how you intended your plan to end, and to make preparations in advance.
We just didn't expect it to happen so fast.
Or that you would activate the delusion.
Well, you hit the nail on the head now, didn't you? So, Sylvain isn't dead.
Oh god, I thought he's dead.
Since you've been preparing your accord since last night, I assume you've also figured out my method, then. That means the news of Sylvain's death. The crowd gathered outside the hotel this morning. It was all an act you put on with the sheriff?
Yes. If we hadn't, you might have resorted to the delusion out of desperation, or continued to use your spirit borneal and a Goost combination to wreak havoc.
Who knows? Maybe I would have just offed myself then and there.
I know if you had things your way, you would carry the truth of Edgar's demise and the secrets of this garden to the grave, but I'm sorry, Master. I don't want to see any more death.
I'm sorry, you need to stay alive.
Sylvain only inhaled a small amount of poison. He's being detained as we speak. All the crimes he concealed back then will be exposed in a court of law for everyone to see, and all his secrets will be revealed. The same goes for you as well.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I'll be spending the rest of my days in a prison cell then.
Sorry, I have to take this call. Anyway. Sorry about that. Oh god. It just said a friend just dropped by and he needs to pick up something. Anyway, we're back. We almost finished this game, so alright. Let's finish this up. Oh, what the hell was it? Oh, fucking hell, it's connected. It's connected to my PC instead of my PS4. What the hell? What's that sound? What's that? You know what? I think I accidentally turned on something that I'm not supposed to turn on. Did I turn on something that I'm not supposed? Oh! Oh! I accidentally turned on the big picture thing. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Motherfucker! Every time I come back to the okay menu. Not power off. I just want to I just want to get out from the exit big picture mode. Oh, there we go. That was fine. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, where was I? Okay, let's go.
Whoa, he accepted that kind of fast.
I don't feel the need to justify my actions, nor do I intend to repent for them. I did what I set out to do.
Test 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 test.
But it was my choice every step of the way. And if I could do it all over again... But there's no going back, is there?
Nope. You'll be dead.
I'll lead the way.
Ah, yes. Holy Amber.
Can't let Edgar die.
They still call him
Looks
Edgar,
like
though,
I'm
instead of Kyria.
almost out of time. Although, I do have one final question, Emilie.
Of course, Master.
Oh. Okay.
The combination
This story is a bit...
you used
It's
to
kind of
make your
sad.
chord.
Although...
How did you figure it out?
I guess it's okay.
The scent
overall.
of a goose is complex and varied, yet the main ingredient consists of a single variety of flower. So, as I was analyzing the sample yesterday, I got to thinking, what if the scent of the Auguste flower was already imbued with that complexity during its cultivation?
You're saying Yelena designed Auguste to have the scent of multiple flowers?
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, Cecilias. The perfumers of the past knew that if you combine their essential oils directly, they would just cancel each other out. It was a conundrum they could never solve. But if you cultivate a new flower species that intrinsically carries the unique features of those three scents, you can bypass that issue entirely. It goes without saying that for that time, this idea was a stroke of genius.
Rainbow roses, glaze lilies, and Cecilias. Those really do seem like flowers you would choose, Yelena.
Ah, he still loves his big sister. Jesus Christ. Ah, well. Not much you can do. Revenge is one hell of a drug. So the original Edgar died long time ago. So all this while that the people who interact with Edgar in Sumeru is Kyria all along. So Jesus Christ, he planned his revenge. Damn, his patient on revenge is very... Jesus Christ. Oh well, time to get the this. Is there anything else here? That's it? I will say the domain of the combat of the domain here is a bit less. I mean, I expect more combats in this domain to test out Emilie, but I'm kind of disappointed of the amount of combat in this game. In this domain. It's kind of lesser now. Yeah, I expect like maybe we fight Edgar in some final boss form. But no, that didn't happen. I mean, story-wise is okay. It's kind of sad. I mean, I will say like it's.
Did you know?
I mean, I cannot put my renting until we finish the whole the story.
Right.
Though.
I heard about that. I think it's called Yelena.
Ah. Okay, so it's a new perfume. Wait, are we in
Seems like
Fontaine now?
everyone in Fontaine is
Jesus
talking about the
Christ!
new perfume
I didn't
you're
realize we
releasing.
teleport to Fontaine.
I
Ah.
was hoping to release it without such a fuss, but the news spread way faster than I expected. I just hope it won't become the source of some new myth, especially after all the work we did to demystify a Goost.
About this perfume.
I did, although I made a few modifications to the formula to make the scent more pleasant and long-lasting. I actually brought a few samples with me today. I hope they're to your liking. Also, I was hoping you could
I mean,
try
I'm
out
not a
the
perfume
fragrance
guy,
before
but I
officially
do
release it and
use
tell me your thoughts.
perfumes sometimes to time.
A good
Anyway,
sense of
cologne
taste
is
and
just
sense of
a
smell go
manly
hand in
word
hand,
for
you know?
perfume,
Just
so
leave it to Paimon.
there's no difference. I mean, there is a difference of scent, but in the end of the day, it's just perfume. Regardless.
Oh, it smells great.
I'm not sure that's the kind of feedback she had in mind.
It's alright. All feedback is worth considering.
Okay.
Besides, when it comes to perfume, commenting on whether it smells good is the most straightforward assessment you can ask for. There doesn't always have to be a deeper meaning.
Speaking of deeper meanings, Kira's final question.
Right. Do those flowers have some special meaning? Hearing their names seemed to have an effect on him.
If I had to guess, I'd say it probably has something to do with the language of flowers.
The language of flowers? Oh, we've heard of that before. Paimon remembers hearing something like, the Cecilia represents the true feelings of the prodigal son?
What each flower is said to represent varies by person and across different moments in history. The same is true for the flowers that make up the scent of a Goost. After returning to Fontaine, I did some research, and it turns out the meanings of those 3 flowers can be reassembled to form a single phrase. Forget the past and keep on living. Perhaps that's the legacy Yelena always intended, not the nobility and grandeur most people associate with a Goost.
Or maybe that's what she hoped for her brother.
Do you think Kiria knew about that?
I don't think so. Probably.
I paid him a visit before his trial and explained what I found, but he didn't seem to care.
It makes sense. I mean, you've been revenged for
Who
so
knows?
long, at
Maybe
that
she
point he's
didn't
kind
mean
of
anything
like...
by it at all. That was his response.
Yeah, I mean, considering his big sister died, and he loved her so much, to the point where like it doesn't really matter at this point. I mean, he already did what he did, and it's kind of like it's no point. He's going to die. He doesn't care no more. So it makes a lot of sense if he felt that way. I mean, I will feel that way if that happens.
Yelena is gone. We'll never know what she was thinking. We can look for meaning all we want, but it'll never be anything but conjecture.
Kinda true, to be honest. Everything is just like wishful thinking, very romanticization of like, oh, this is probably what she thinks. Like, that's what you think, not what she actually think. The only time we know that what she actually think is herself to say it, or some way that she did wrote it down somewhere. But that's why I think that's why he kind of like, whatever.
Even if that is what she was trying to say, I would never be able to forget her. Avenging her death, that was the meaning I chose for my life.
Yeah.
Kiria cultivated his revenge like a flower. He was committed to making it bloom, even if in the end, it didn't bear the fruit he was hoping for.
Yeah. So Kiria, like, what else I'm gonna do? My sister is dead, nothing else matters no more. I just want my revenge. You know, I can understand Kiria's feeling, I guess. Now, it's not a justification. It's just that it makes sense. It makes sense why the pipe broke, and it makes sense why they end up this way. It makes a lot of sense. And I know it doesn't make it feel very, very fun. It's sounding, but then again, it's not, for me, it just, yeah. Yeah, Kiria.
In any case, he did want me to pass along his thanks. Thank you for saving my life, for giving me the chance to learn that a goose could have carried a very different meaning. Love and hatred are a privilege of the living. When someone dies, their thoughts, feelings, and intentions die with them. In that sense, what a goose truly represents in the language of flowers will forever remain a mystery. But even if it's only a conjecture, I would like to believe my own interpretation. The meaning we give to flowers, the symbolism we assign to our perfumes, they're constantly twisted and exploited in our imperfect world. And yet, at the very outset, they're born from the simplest and most beautiful desires we hold in our heart.
Well, that's the story. So does it make me want to pull for Emilie? Not really. Because I do not need... I do think I need another Dendro. I mean, I'm very used to using Overload, the traditional reaction. So I kind of like, I don't really need Emilie. The story, however, is... it's okay so far. It's okay. It's your basic standard mystery, crime mystery. It was the butler all along crime mystery type of thing. It was Edgar all along. It's kind of like, I know it's in my brain cell it's not that predictable, but when it happens it's kind of like, oh my fucking god, is this kind of mystery again? Jesus Christ. So it's, for me, I prefer the answer is not the butler all along. I prefer the answer is something else than the butler. Something else than the butler. But oh well, it's fine. I just give it a B. It's okay. It's sad enough. Revenge is one hell of a drug, and yeah, that's about it. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the live stream here because there's not much else. There's not much else I have to do now. So anyway, I see you all tomorrow for Honkai Star Rail. Bye bye.